Yo, Manny! Hello, everyone. We haven't even gone live yet. How we doing, everyone? Let's oh god, I put some clothes on. No, I'm joking. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How are we doing? Welcome back to Three Counties FC. As we got a little raid there from Manny. I hope you're well, my friend. Happy what day is it? Monday, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you're good. What were you playing? Were you playing Football Life? I've seen that you've been playing that recently. Raiders, welcome. It is Tuesday indeed. How you doing, Tom? We've got Brass Scorpion. We've got Hannah Suspect. Beyond is here. Posh Boy Lee says, why are we waiting? I was just I got a little drink here and a little coffee, to be honest. That's sort of why you were waiting. I hope you're well. They're looking extra luxurious. Thank you, Giros. I hope you're looking luxurious as well. Brenda's in. How are you? Sundet's here. Magic Ped's here. Anarchy Cole. Andre Sani, of course. Stenrino, how are you over on the YouTube? I hope YouTube is working today. Fingers crossed that is the case. Let's get into this straight away then. I've pressed record. Welcome back to Three Counties FC. It is stream number 33. I did check that last time. We've got up to the Jordan Ibes of numbers. Is that the way that anyone else's brain works? When they see a number, they're like, that player wore that number. I'm pretty sure Jordan Ibe wore 33 at Liverpool. Who wore 34? I don't know if I could think of anybody. Anyway, I hope you're all good, my team, my gang. Kempy's in, how are you? Woe is here. DJ Frenchie. I'm going to pretend that that's Ollie's new alter ego because that's more fun in my head. I hope you're well, though, DJ Frenchie. I hope you're good. Working and lurking, says Ziegerman. I get that. That might be a lot of you, I'm going to imagine, today. Beyond likes that one. MJ's here for a 15 stream streak, by the way. I love how Twitch tries to make you say that all the time. That is much easier to read than to say. Sam, by the way, thank you very much for the 6 months. He says just about to start work. Won't be around for the stream properly, but up the Wyverns. Up the bloody Wyverns indeed. And Brass Scorpion before that with the 3 months. Lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you for the resubs, gang. Appreciate both of you. And appreciate Manny with the raid also. Start work at 10 p.m. tonight. Pain. Tom, what do you do? I feel like you've told me before. I feel like it's a shop or something. Is it a supermarket? Or am I just completely lying? I feel like I'm also trying to think of what type of job starts at 10 p.m. And that could kind of work. But yeah, that is pain. That's the horrible feeling, isn't it? When you know you've got to go to work later. That's one thing. Being able to do this ridiculous thing as a job. I don't get like the scaries, and it's weird. I need to it's weird. I do not miss them either though. This is where it gets weird, watching you on silent when the chat goes off the rails. I mean, it's gonna happen, isn't it? Andy, thank you for the gifted, my friend.
Andy Manning 25 gifted a tier 1 sub to Rachel_FM1.
There you go. It's gone to, where did it go to? I can't see it on there. Rachel_1. Is that what that said? It went to, indeed. Rachel has got the gifted sub. Make sure you say thank you. Yeah, Robot Lady was about there, weren't they? Work at an airport. I feel like maybe you haven't told me that. That makes sense as well, though, for it to be that sort of time, isn't it? According to Google, no classic Liverpool number 34s. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like one would have popped into my head. Maybe Martin Kelly. Can you see what number Martin Kelly wore? Because if he did wear 34, that's just crazy. That my brain just thought of that. Andy, make sure you do as well.
Already. Wow. Up the Wyverns.
Up the Wyverns indeed.
Emoji.
Just popped in quickly while I am at work. Had to come in and say hello to the cloud. Let's see how the robot lady says cloud.
Ugh, didn't like that. That was like nails down a chalkboard there. Hey, it works. The TTS actually worked. Yes, Martin Kelly did. I'm going. All right, done. See you later. I don't think I'm going to top that. That might be number 1 moment on the stream ever. I'm never topping that. I'm honestly, brains are so weird. We talked about this before, I think, as well, didn't we? That I didn't know that I knew that until we started talking about it, and then I did know that. It's so weird. The brains, that baffles me every single time. What a call that is. It's a leap from last stream's Crane Cam moment. I know, yeah. Mike even, mic drop. Exactly, it was mic drop, wasn't it? Rachel says thank you to Andy. Andy, the TTS works. That's very cool. Thank you very much for gifting a sub as well. And Fatboy, I know, half a year is crazy. Thank you so much for the half a year of support as well, though, dude. That's really, really kind of you. Thanks for sticking about. I appreciate you. You get yourself a new sub badge with the 6 months there. That says join the cult like it's firing a machine gun. It does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. How you doing, Morgs? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Right, chat. I need to disclaimer today, by the way. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I've got a weird thing going on where I didn't know whether I should actually stream or not. I've got apparently I booked we've got a new car that's a plug-in, so I've got the guys supposed to come around at some point to come and put the EV charger point on the side of our house. I booked this a while ago, and then yesterday at 10 a.m, but it went to my junk. The guy with the installation date is today. So it was like, confirm your installation date. So I did, but only today, this morning, confirming that it was going to come today. I've heard nothing, seen nothing. There's nobody here, but apparently they should be coming today to come and install it. So if a guy turns up to come and put a EV charger on the wall, we're going to have to end the stream there because I think he needs the power off. So I don't think it's going to happen because it feels like it's too late notice, but it went to my junk and then actually only came yesterday. So it's not even like I missed it loads, but then this morning I did confirm it. So if it happens, it happens, isn't it? Back to work and I'm missing the Tory EV install, right? EV is literally surely the opposite of Tory. It's surely got to be more green, right? Surely. I'm not having that, but then actually I will have that because you guys just say it anyway, don't you? It doesn't really matter. If there's something that is like that, it's like, that's Tory. And do you know what? I'm sort of on board with that because I do that as well. Javid, thank you for the follow, dude. Hello, Olivie Ben. I always struggle to see your name because for some reason on the thing, it's in like dark blue. But hello, I hope you're good. The EV charger at home is the Tory part, I think. Yeah, that would make sense. I get that. But I think overall, you get it's definitely going to work out cheaper is the thing, is what I'm doing. I want the bumper car system. Yeah, we got fancy today as I got around 8 mins to do it. Yeah, but we haven't done it yet, so I wouldn't worry too much, Pav, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll see. I don't think anything is Tory after this week, am I right? Yeah, that's true. How you doing, Hunter? Hope you're good. Welcome in. Electric lines above our heads. Yeah, yeah, the bumper car system with the that thing. Can't you just nick the electric from the lamppost like a normal person? No, there's not one around. You can do. We do have a plug in the garage that I could just do the three prong plug thing, but I was like, it adds a load of value to your house, and I think we're gonna want it. So I got like a good deal thing with it. So we've got this. We're coming in. He's putting the charger in, but I don't know when. So it might be today. And if he turns up, I'm gonna have to just jump off stream, I'm afraid. But I don't think he will. It feels like. It says it takes 4 hours and it's now midday. So I don't think they're going to turn, unless he turns up soon, I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, that is very much the most, again, we've gone dad mode quite early today, haven't we? Just chatting about stuff like this. Elitist green is closer to Tory than green, really. Yeah, fair enough. We're not going to get into this though, are we? Let's not, to be honest. Let's go back to climbing up cranes and stuff. Did you see that I posted the clip everywhere? It's quite a funny clip when you actually put it all together, isn't it? Any grass updates? No grass updates. Would you like to see it? Well, I suppose there kind of is. I did feed it yesterday. Would you like to see a little photo? I know you would. This is what we do this stream for, right? This is the latest grass photo. I gave it a feed yesterday. And I'm hoping that we're going to get even more green soon. And then I can start mowing it to try and get some nice lines in it, basically. That's the update from here. Could just play FM rather than debating how long the stream will be. Morgs, sometimes you say things that I'm like, yeah, you haven't been here that long, have you? Good day, Clayts. How you doing, Holmes? If you don't mind, can we see your transfer history? You can. Let's jump in to the Football Manager universe that is Three Counties FC. It's looking all right, isn't it, Brass? It's looking okay. It's there's still a bit more to go, but it's getting there. And I hopefully, into May now, I'm hoping we can start to prune it to its very best. Would be lovely, wouldn't it? Nice lawns are so Tory. Fair enough. Right, let's I do have a coffee on the go, by the way. You will be very happy to see that we've got dad back. It's back, everybody. Cheers. This is actually my third coffee of the day, so you're about to get more than just crane cam climbing today. It's going to be all over the place, I'd imagine. Yeah, I should have thought better than that. Exactly, right? Thanks for the international management video too. No worries. I thought that was actually quite a nice little video. I thought actually we haven't talked about FM for a while, and it was quite significant that Miles did post that, or SI FM did post that yesterday. So I kind of thought, yeah, I'll make a video as I'm here ready to do it. And people seem to like it. So more, can they release more articles that I can read, please? Because that's a 1 out of 10.
They have given 247 gift subs in the channel.
Kokota's gifted a sub to Dad, which is very nice indeed. You can choose a song or you can do a TTS message, up to you. I don't think I'd seen it without it, to be fair. Yeah, I'm sure that must be the case for a lot of people. I'm sure that lots of people who saw the video had read the article anyway, but I'm not sure that it was massively, like, less people use things like X these days, don't they? So it is kind of also worthwhile doing a video about it to talk about it. So, yeah, people seem to like it. Was a 1 out of 10 and it was literally me reading an article. So more of those, please. It's got 32k views in less than 24 hours. So well, it's mainly people in the comments slagging off SI though, which is, you know, a bit heartbreaking, but it is what it is. It's sort of deserved, isn't it? So we move. It was news to you. There you go then. I was watching a video of Stephen Bunting playing darts against his son, and even he's got a Holy sponsor. Yeah, they are. They're all over, aren't they, Holy? Fair play to them. Fair play to them. Hey Baby, Drop It to the Floor by Pitbull has been added to the queue by Kokota. Right. I'm just going to go and check that that's worked, but also maybe remove it, perhaps. It has worked. It's at the bottom, though, so I will put that to the top of the queue. For my sins, I will go and do that for you. Thank you for the gifted sub. Question, Clayts. Go on, Anarchy. Drop me a question. And I will do my best to address it. Seems like you just talked about it, but with 24 hours to think on now, what did you think of the FM announcement? I guess it didn't really change too much. I think it tells us, Nikki, how are you, by the way? I think it tells us that they are still struggling. I think it shows us that they're struggling with the international management implementation. I think we should be really careful not to get our hopes up too much about this international management. I have a feeling it's either going to be a very small game mode that is basically the World Cup run through and it's basically like FM24, or it's just international management back in the game like usual before. I don't think we should expect too much. I also think it was overall quite positive that at least they are acknowledging exactly where things have gone wrong this year. And I don't feel like they actually sugarcoated it too much. They obviously, loads of people will criticize it because people love to criticize. And the overwhelming response in terms of comments was people going, how dare they do this? And then I always ask the question, what should they have done then? Like, genuinely, what should they have done instead of that? And I always then go, I don't really know. So I think people will complain because people will always complain. I think at least they acknowledged that it's immersion that has dropped. At least they acknowledged that the UI wasn't great and they missed the mark, etc. So I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing in that case. And I just hope that this time they make more promises that they actually kind of follow up on and stick to, because that's the issue, isn't it? They fessed up next game is vital for them. Yeah, but it does also feel like we've been saying this now for what is 3 games, because 25 was vital for them and it didn't exist. So 26 was vital for them and it wasn't great. So 27 is obviously vital for them. But yeah, exactly. Are you talking about SI or the government? I mean, that's so true, isn't it? Yeah. I've been incredibly positive with this game. Got way too much smack all year IMO. But that being said, downplaying something they said would be great 2 weeks away is annoying. Yeah, but I'm not sure they even said it would be. Yeah, I guess you're right. With the international management, that is disappointing. But at the same time, do you want them to...
They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
It's all about managing expectations, isn't it? Thank you for gifting a sub over, by the way, to Kempy. Thanks, Brass. Appreciate you, buddy. Make sure you do go and use the TTS or the song request from that. I feel like they probably should have split the international management and the debrief kind of thing. I agree. It was 2 very different things in one article. I kind of cynically think that they may have tried to do, look, here's a nice new shiny thing, but they couldn't really do that 100% because they know it's not going to be that nice and that shiny. But they almost tried to do 2 stars and a wish thing, didn't they? Going, here's what we actually think, but also remember, we're bringing you something new. And that kind of isn't great. But at the same time, people complain too much, I think. It's not that bad, this game. It's not as bad as people are like losing their minds over, are they? People complained about 24. I thought it was about a good statement acknowledging that there was a lot of stuff they didn't hit the mark with and that they're working on changes following feedback. At least that's what we want, is it not? Like, if the one thing that could have been, it could have been so much worse, let's say, if they did that statement yesterday and were basically a list of excuses and tried to explain to us why this UI was actually really good and that why people who didn't like it were wrong. They didn't do that. And I think that's sort of the main point there. 100% agree, the complaints are way too much. But this is everything. Everything in the world these days is, if we don't complain, we don't feel like we're part of this. And that people love to complain. And I actually think there's a whole cultural thing that's going on that is so negative. And it happens in the video game industry massively, and it has done for a while. But across all of society these days, let's complain because it makes us feel like we're part of something together, community of complaints. It's wild, really. Anyway, that was got a little bit too deep there, but yes, I've seen studios do this. Make the excuses? No, for sure they do. Yeah, definitely. I'm still playing and watching, so it can't be that awful in my opinion. I'm literally 33 streams into this, and obviously it's my job, but I would not be doing this as much as I did if it wasn't actually, like, you can't tell me it's not playable. That's the one thing I get going, FM26 is unplayable. I'm playing it. It's not unplayable, is it? Like, yes, there are issues, but it's certainly not that bad. Do you think the apology should have come months ago? I feel like there's a lot more respect earned if they said this in Jan, Feb. Possibly true. Possibly. And I wonder why that would have been. Or did they think that they were kind of doing that with the patches? Because that's the issue, is that the patches sort of slowed down, didn't they? But yeah, probably. Also, the entitlement of people blows my mind, me included, admittedly. They don't owe us regular updates, deep dives. They really don't, do they? And there's people going, how dare they? How dare they charge for FM27? As if this is like, of course they can. That's literally the entire business. They're making a video game to make money. That's what they're doing it for. But anyway, it's one of those things where people's being upset is so justified, but the way that they then talk about that being upset is just a bit wild and it doesn't all add up or line up for me. This year's updates and patches have been remarkably better than any year previous. There's been more of them and they have been needed, but at least there have been them. We've seen it in the past where things don't work and it just stays the same, as has happened with some things this year, but yeah. Do you think the match engine is unbalanced and caters towards direct play tactics? Is the question I was asking, mate. Oh, sorry, is that what you were going to ask before? Yeah, but that's not a new thing. The engine is unbalanced and caters for fast players and big, strong players. So therefore, direct play. Yeah. And is it better to be really attacking and really gegenpress? Yeah, but go back to FM12 and that was exactly the same then, wasn't it? But also, go and find any match simulation engine that's better than FM's. Because one thing that you cannot say is that this match simulation engine isn't better than any other game anywhere near. Like in terms of the simulation, go and watch a FIFA game on or an EAFC game, whatever it's called these days, on with no players picked, and just watch how boring that is and how bad that engine is, and you'll get it there, won't you? Immersion is not really there like it was in FM24. No, that's not. Yes, no, I don't think anyone's arguing that though. I love it. Once I figured out how to find things, a couple of tweaks make things a bit easier and find, then it's good to go. I wouldn't say I love it, to be honest, but because I also feel like those things aren't there, but you have to kind of make them yourselves. So I don't know. It's just not as bad as everyone says it is, I don't think. But it's also not great. Those things are both true at the same time. How you doing, Ollie? Welcome in, dude. Right. Anyway, with that said, I feel like that was definitely something that that needed to be chatted about, I suppose, which is why I made the video as well. Did anyone enjoy someone just making up that they're making a subscription game next year in the comments of your video? I know, Nikki. I was like, what? This is the thing. People jump to these conclusions. It's like, wow, that's because they're trying to make a console game that's subscription. It's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. They might have tried to make it more console friendly. Yeah, they did, because they tried to make this platform agnostic game, they called it, didn't they? But no one's mentioned subscriptions. No, ever. In fact, they've gone above and beyond to say that they're not doing subscriptions. So don't get angry at something that they haven't done. Like, That's ridiculous. There's way more things to actually be angry about. I personally find that the bookmarks help make it much more enjoyable. I never use the bookmarks, to be honest, but I also don't struggle with the navigation anymore, except for where there's something that I've never used before. Like last stream, I was like, how do I change my captain? And I just couldn't do it because I'd never changed my captain except from when it pops up in a news article. And you have to go to squad, and then you have to go to dynamics, and then you go to captains. That was the thing. Like, but now I know that. And like one time, and you know how to do that. It's just I'd never done it before, except for when it pops up. So I don't like navigation wise. It's not as bad as people say it is, but it's also not particularly intuitive, I suppose. But again, these are just conversations we've had for literally ever, isn't it? John Duran in the Championship, my star boy, is he? Who was he playing for? He's not very good on FM, is he? He plays for Bournemouth, who are, in the Championship. We have, by the way, played some games. We've won all of them. We are into the final 6 days of the window, or 6 or 7 days, depending on when this window actually shuts, but it's nearly the end of August. I've won every game in the Championship. The only game we've lost so far is that penalties loss where we climbed the crane and then lost on penalties to Dorking, which obviously wasn't particularly good. Just had the best tiffin slice of your life. Love that. Love that. Pitbull into Kate Bush is quite the whiplash. It really is, yeah. But that's also kind of true. Maybe it was the overloaded UI, have to move through a lot to get somewhere. Same in FM24 though. Navigation isn't bad at all once you figure it out as a new player. That's the thing that people definitely do miss. All of the people are like, it's too hard to find stuff. Go and give FM24 to a new player. Do you think they find it easy to find stuff? Because I'll tell you for a fact, they definitely do not. FM24 navigation was also bad. The difference was that we'd had years and years and years to get used to it, so it became easy. That is not saying that FM26 navigation is good, by the way. What I'm saying is, if your argument is that they made it worse, I'm not sure that they actually did make it worse. Maybe they did a bit, but the jump, the way that people talk about it as if it is completely terrible, didn't actually happen. What needed to happen is that they needed to improve FM24 navigation and the UI navigation, but what they implemented was a bit rubbish. The idea, the decision to change the navigation was sound. It was a good decision that they should have made. They didn't implement it or execute it in a way that was good at all, I would say. And I don't think this new navigation is actually very good either. But I also think it's really tricky to try and do a management game with this much level of detail that is also intuitive without it feeling really simplistic, which is the exact thing that other people don't want. It's almost an impossible task. So you could also make the argument that you should keep it the way that it was before when everyone had got used to it. That's the other thing. But they do want to encourage new players to play. And they thought, wrongly I'd probably say, that this navigation system was better than the old one. So, but I don't think people always remember that when they make the argument going, it was perfect, bring back 24. 24 was not perfect for a new player. How many times would you don't have to think that hard. How many times in this chat would people say, I'd love to play FM, but I have no idea what I'm doing in it? Like it, but that's why there was a how to start a save video every single year from creators. That's why people asked for so much help with it. It was a hard game to get used to because navigation wasn't great even then. Search bar massive upgrade, maybe. I don't think that. I think it's kind of like the same but different. So the different thing makes it harder. You came back to 26 after many years, and I'm back to being addicted. That's good. That's good. It's just to encourage mobile and console players to play. That's not what? It's just to encourage them to play. I'm not sure that's true. I don't know what that means either, to be honest. My friend who last played FM in 07 tried 24 and gave up straight away. He tried again with 26 and had a few months of playing it consistently before life got in the way. I'm trying not to make the argument saying that this is better because I don't think it is, but I do think that when the really angry people are often conveniently forget a lot of the context and also glorify what 24 was without really thinking about what it was in the full context of things. How you doing, Haywood? How you doing, buddy? The UI changes to attract them. I don't think that's true. In fact, that's not true. The UI change isn't to attract console players and mobile players, because console players and mobile players are already doing it. The UI change is to try and make it easy for new players to play, not to attract specifically console players to play, I don't think. I think it's trying to make it an accessible game, more of an accessible game, which in theory is a good thing to do. Like, they should be. In fact, all of us should be wanting them to make more people be able to play Football Manager. The problem is that to do that, it will dissuade old players who are stuck in their ways and enjoy the way it was and are used to the way it was. They need to find a way that is a sort of middle ground, because what they did here is they changed it for everyone and nobody likes it. Or maybe new players do, I don't know. Personally, I prefer this UI. It's more the way that certain parts work and either not working. Yeah, I think they need to add more to it, if anything. I think my biggest issue with it is that there doesn't feel like there's enough in the game, and I can't go and do enough. And that if it was set up like this and you've clicked through things, I want to be able to click through to like the 16th page of detail if I want to. Right idea, execution was just slightly off. I don't think it would have been such an issue if they allowed skins from the jump. They should absolutely be doing their best to allow skins. I think, though, the problem is that their idea that this is the first of 20 years of the new way of doing it, if they allow skins too much, it stops their development as much. They don't get as much feedback on their game to help them build towards the actual base game. So can you see can you see why they wouldn't want to do that? The other argument is that maybe they let people make skins and then they just copy the skins that are most popular. That's not a bad idea either. But do you see, in terms of development, they kind of need people to be playing this as it is to inform them on what works and what doesn't work, because they have quite a short testing period, don't they, with the beta and things. Do you see that it kind of, that there's always blockades all over the place with this? How you doing, Albins? Welcome in, dude. How you doing? Lamalo, Island Boy, how are you? There should be a simplified version and an experienced version. I think if they do that, in theory, that sounds great. But if they do that, that's kind of what they did with Touch, isn't it? I think what they want is one game that everybody can play. It's almost impossible to actually get there. Hire the good skin makers. Loads of other games do that, don't they? Loads of other games do that. And these people are so talented at doing it that maybe. I've got to be honest, I have little confidence in SI after the mess of the past 2 years. I mean, that's fair. I think it's definitely fair to be even more skeptical about everything, for sure, yeah. They need the feedback to improve the overall product, yeah. It's double the work as well. They're making 2 games, yeah. We only got skins last year and onwards because modders understood how the game was set up. This new setup will take time for us and modders to get used to. I feel like they're pretty far along with that already, though, but yeah. Yeah. I think the hate is also because of the cancellation of 25 just to release a game with bugs and a new UI. Absolutely, the context doesn't help with it at all. But also then, the hate needs to at least be accurate. And the hate, if it's because there's loads of anger from before, also doesn't really particularly help, does it? But yeah, you're right. It's obviously the full context of the thing is why people are upset or disillusioned or like skeptical about everything, for sure, yeah. George, thank you very much for the primer, buddy. Appreciate you. Brand new primer. We love that. We love that. Let's remember the fact that FM is built on Unity means it's the most moddable FM in history. Absolutely. This is why we keep coming back to it. I always say this. If this is ground zero, there is still massive scope for this game to be really, really good in future. It just has to be consistently get better, because modding and the ability to go and customize this game now is absolutely huge, isn't it? They can use the workshop of Steam to see which one gets used the most. Yeah. That's what like other games do. Other games see like this brilliant map made in DayZ and they're like, we'll have that, but we can't have that exact map. So we'll have the guy that made that map come and work for us. And then they'll make us a new map. That's what like, there's absolutely scope to go and do that type of thing. It'd be great if you ask me. They stated too by the fact that we had not been on Unity either. We would have had the same game as what we had. Yeah. Whoa, thank you very much for the primer. 3 months from you as well. Legends. Look at you, legends, with the resubs. Appreciate you. Can we just talk Football Manager? Can we talk 3 counties for 1 second, chat? I said at the end of last stream that I was going to go and do a load of scouting. I did. I set up a load of transfer rooms mainly for a left back. If you remember, we sold N'Golo Magai last stream. If you weren't here last time, N'Golo Magai moved and I'm very sad. He went to Wolves for The best part of 12 million rising to 15 million pounds. So we are absolutely minted right now, but we don't have a left back. We've got currently in our team, we've got a right wing back, Francini, playing as a left back. He has actually picked up a little bit of proper familiarity there. He already could play there a little bit, but we're going to train him. We're going to use a right footer at left back at the moment. But we were looking at another left back because the other problem is that our only other left back is Dodgson, Owen Dodgson, who probably isn't good enough for the Championship, even if he's brilliant. Next sale percentage, 50%. Yes, we got 15 million in total plus 50% next sale percentage. So we might be rolling in it in the future, but we do need to look for a left back. So I've done some transfer rooms in. They can't find wing backs very easily, I will say. We've got a few. And I also went through all of the South American under-21s teams because that's always, I think, the best way to go. So I did find somebody. I don't actually know if he's any good yet, but there's this guy, Christopher Gown, who was a Chile under-21 international who can play left back, left wing back. The only thing I know about him is that he's really, really quick. And I suppose the idea that he's also in the Chile under-21s team. Like, to me, it looks like he's quick, he can cross, and he can pass, which is a good sign. He's also on a free transfer, so I've approached to sign him, and in fact, we are going to sign him on a free, and I'm going to do that thing, which is see how much they want me to pay to sign him permanently, because if he's rubbish, we'll just sell him for a profit if he gets a work permit, but I think it's worth doing because he might just be the left back that we need. Or not, we'll see, because I don't know anything about him. I've scouted him, so we need to wait on a scout report, basically. It's because wing backs are harder to find, yeah. Inverted wing back, game's gone. I mean, yeah, maybe. Somto Boniface actually came up in a search that I did yesterday, last stream. He's at Preston, and he's pretty good. He would actually be a decent option for us if we didn't find another one, to be honest. In before tackling 3. That might be the problem, yeah. That might be the problem. What is the meaning of the club's name? Sorry for not being here from the beginning. All good. It is an area. It's a place in where I'm from. So if you go to Herefordshire, Worcestershire, Gloucestershire, it is often known as the Three Counties. And there is a showground where a big show happens every single year called the Three Counties Show. On the Three Counties Showground. So we've built a team that is based there. So as it says there, a team set in the heart of 3 counties, Herefordshire, Worcestershire, Gloucestershire, starting in the Southern Prem, which is tier 7. We're now up to the Championship with this custom team as I'm scouting for left backs, basically. So that's the plan anyway. We're going to see how good that guy is when he gets his work permit, which is in 3 days' time. If he's good, left back sorted. If he's rubbish, we'll go and sign another left back at the end of the window, I think. We'll be looking at another... I think we need a left winger as well, don't we? As our final signings, I think. Welcome to the cult, indeed. If you want scouting the underage national sides, are you truly playing FM? Exactly, Ben. Ben gets it. That's where you find these guys. That's where you find... And by the way, chat, I spent absolutely ages this morning trying to come up with a song for Lordolino. The best that I got was... all the way to Reno. He's gonna be a star. REM. And I couldn't get it out of my head going, his name is Lordolino. And then I just couldn't get any more lyrics, so then I just gave up. Don't give up your day job, yeah. Weirdly, that is my day job. You miss Bishop. Bishop is around. He's still at Worcester. Well, how have they started, actually? That's a question. They're doing all right. 4 games in, they are 4th in League One. Will they catch us up? It's a no from me. That's fair. That's fair. I probably won't do that, Morgs, to be honest with you, no. Not sure he asked that. Ask again, sorry. Hi, Clayts. What's your transfer tips for the Championship? I'm starting my first season with Brentwood Town, and no one at the level wants to join. Big fan of the Hereford Challenge. Sorry I missed that, George. Have a look at my best tips. Recruitment, transfer room in. Any positions, go and do. So let's use DM as the example here. Look, I wanted a defensive midfield. In fact, I don't have a star player on there. Let's use these strikers. What order is this in? There we go. Go to transfer room in. do your positions that you need, do star player, do important player, do regular starter, do squad player, and then any of these players are usually pretty good. And don't just do star player, because there's ones that are better on other ones too. Transfer him in is so overpowered for this year's game. 2 star players here. Look, A- striker called Maurice Romiger that I could go and sign if I wanted to right now. Like, you will find players that are good enough for your level for sure. You'll have a look at some Pitbull songs to see if any fit. Fair enough. Lordolino to the tune of Barcelona by Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I need more ideas. The other one that I had was Hi ho Lordolino, anywhere you go, na na na. I couldn't think of the other words, but that was the other song that I thought might be quite good. No worries, just here for recommendations. Yeah, thanks, bud. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. How's Daily Penis? Yeah, it's all good. I'm we're talking about the game, right? There he is. He's a coach still here. I did also, chat, do some staff. Can you look at staff history? If I go here, can I look at staff? Yes, I did bring in some more staff as well, look. So Joe Bone did join as a performance analyst. Edward Graff as a new scout. TNL fitness coach. Krug as a scout. Florence Koch as a scout? As a coach, and then Sean Derry, we saw him last time. So we did actually go through and do this. Did somebody ask they wanted to see transfer history as well? This is our transfer history for this year. We've signed 3 players. Carl Gunnar Gilbertson, KGG, Jovan Antic, who's made a good start actually. I think he's back from injury now. He's come in as our striker. 2.5 million, record signing ever. And then Eduardo Alvarez as a left back. No, send a DM backup. Can actually play left back, but I don't love the fact that he can't dribble or cross, so I don't think we're going to use him there, but he can actually play there. Cock and penis, don't forget bone. Yep, all true, all true. Let me drink some of that. I need to check my emails in case I'm expecting somebody to turn up. Of course, I do need to regularly check this. I think we're good. There's nothing on there. I don't want somebody to just randomly turn up and I'm not going to expect it, but I think we're right. 4-2-3-1, gegenpressing all night long. Signed a kid from Brazil. Now the lad, he's got skill. Lordolino. I mean, I don't know what tune that's to, but I kind of like it. It kind of works. It's from Sao Paulo, if you want to get that into the lyrics as well. He's 6'5", I guess also helps. I thought that was Word, Excel and PowerPoint. Right. Andre Sane bids still happening. I can still reject them, so I'm going to. But Andre Sane is going to be a worldie, isn't he? If he's still only 2-star ability and has 5-star potential, and teams like Brighton are bidding 9 million for him, I feel like we should be giving him as much game time as possible. He did score in that game we lost, didn't he? Hopefully we can get through the window without having to sell him, though. Because that could be a yikes, couldn't it? Check emails in-game and in real life. Exactly, yeah. Can you remind me, chat, not to forget to check emails or my phone in case this bloke turns up. 4-2-3-1, gegenpressing all night long. 6'5" from Sao Paulo. Defenders fear Lordolino. What, James, what tune is that to? Not that it will help me sing it to the tune, but what tune is that to? The lyrics, they work. 9 finishing on a striker does just annoy me, though. Love the AI yet, though. Who was it with the 9 finishing? Lordolino? No, sorry. Andre Sane. That could improve still, though. And it doesn't matter. Look. He was 17 here and scored 24 goals in 39 starts at 17 years old in League One. So I don't think it's going to matter. But it would annoy you, yeah. 6 million. I can reject that, I hope. We are getting a lot of bids for him, which is worrying. Oh, look. This left back then. Should we find out if he's any good? Did we get a scout report on him before we signed him? We learnt that he can't really dribble. 15 to 20 acceleration means he must be quick, though. Does anyone else do this? Just sign people because they can. He will join. He actually joins in January, but I'm hoping we can sign him now, early. Finishing doesn't matter if they're fast. Exactly, yeah. And not even if they're not fast. Finishing just doesn't really matter, it seems. He can play a pass. Yeah, right. Diaz also technical director in because we didn't have one before. Let's find out how good Christopher Gorn is. Gorn? Gown? Gorn? It's probably Gorn, isn't it? Let's find out if he's actually any good. His value's all right. I still don't really know because he's not our player. He looks kind of average. He's got 12 crossing. He is quick. 15 acceleration, 16 agility, 16 pace, good determination. Can kind of pass, good technique. He looks all right. 6 finishing. Work rate's 14. If his teamwork's 13, it's a little bit better. To the tune of Give It Up. Na 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 na. La da da da. 4, 2, 3, 1. Na na na. Na 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 na. I don't know how the words go into that, but nice. There might be something to work with there. Let's see how much he'd cost to buy now. I mean, shall we buy him for £26,000? It's so cheap if you can get these players on approach to sign, isn't it? Let's buy him and see if he's actually any good. Now that he's got a work permit, hasn't he? Yes, we'll send him to learn English, get Chucky to welcome him, compare him to Dodgson. Well, let's compare him now. Oh, he looks way better. I don't know how that made him look better, but he looks good now. His value is 8 to 45k. He looks good, doesn't he? I'm not losing my mind here. He can't quite... Decent player for most championship teams. Does he have potential to get better? Coach report gives him a B+ and should get better. Well, I think his value is that low because we just bought him for 26k. So I think it's because we just purchased him for not very long. So yeah, or it's not updated since we bought him. Or it's because that he's only just gone for that much, I think, with the value. Pronounced as Gorn, yeah. He's looking a little bit gaunt. But he does look good, right? You missed the Matter in and Matter out days. They were good days, weren't they? Let's compare to Dodgson and Dodgson. Is he unambitious? He's got good determination at least, though. Dodgson and Dodgson. Well, he's better than him at least, isn't he? Does it say his personality on here? No. Personality is unambitious. Which is a bit... Maybe that's a thing we'll hold him back. I think he looks solid, though. Especially as... I mean, is he good enough to be first choice? Or is Francini better? It was a con. It was on the cons. Yeah. On here, yeah. At least he's left-footed. He's a bit taller. He might be more solid as the left-back. Dodgson should be signed for the net. He plays for us already, Lamello. We're going to keep him. Gone with the wind. He's just that fast. I like it. Don't say sorry. You don't need to say sorry for that type of stuff. If you skip a day, it should go up. Yeah, we'll see if it does, Isaac. I think at 20, he looks decent. Like, it's crazy that Francini's value is 6 to 7 million and his is 8 to 45k. Unambitious but determined. Yeah. Also a weird mix. Is it not? It's his hidden attributes that give him the personality, right? Usually they do line up, though. Like, why is he so determined but unambitious? Unambitious doesn't mean he won't grow, it just that he won't move easily. Yeah. How are we doing? Missed the start of the stream. Guessed I've missed the one show section. You missed the one show section talking about the EV charger installation. We looked at my lawn. And then we also talked about Football Manager and the update yesterday for quite a long time. That's kind of what you missed. But otherwise, yeah, we're all good. Could he be mentored? Would mentoring help his... It probably would help his personality, right? Rather than... It doesn't just change his determination, does it? I'm all right, though. Thank you, Wizard Sleeve. How are you? How are you? Determination range, I think, is at 17 at the upper bound for unambitious. Oh, is it? So it can actually be really high for unambitious. That's interesting, isn't it? High loyalty and max of 17. Professionalism. Okay. So actually, unambitious isn't even that bad. If he just doesn't want to move or leave, it's actually a good thing. Because you can still grow with being unambitious. He just doesn't want to leave to go. He's just loyal. Which feels like a negative, doesn't it? But I'm not sure. Jorge Nunes wants a new contract. He actually does deserve one, although I don't know if I want to give him one. Can I give you one at the end of the season? Because we'll be in the Prem then, hopefully, and then you deserve one anyway. Let's tell him that. Don't think unambitious necessarily links to determination, but most unambitious new gens do generally have the low determination. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured too. Oi, Clayts, didn't you had a stream today? So we back to the regular schedule. We are, Nwiki, yes. By the way, chat, best way to see when the next stream is I will always try and schedule it on YouTube. Obviously, it's slightly different for Twitch, isn't it? But if you're like, when's the next stream? The schedule I'm really trying to stick to is Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. And I will try and schedule them on YouTube so that you can go and check. I saw that Kokota, I saw that you messaged somebody back in the Discord. Absolutely perfect. If you could do that, because I'm not always like, I don't want to go and do a post about every stream, because if I do that, it just fills you up with pings, doesn't it? In the Discord. But the Discord is probably the best place for it. And usually, like, I don't like the idea of just constantly saying, I can't stream at this time, even though obviously that is going to happen because of life things, isn't it? Psychological deep dive into the newest signing. I love it. I mean, that is exactly what we just did, isn't it? That's how I always check. Yeah. I would suggest that's probably the best way. Speaking of which, make sure you like the stream. Agreed. If you are watching on YouTube, please do drop a like. It massively, massively helps. Thank you, dudes over there. All right. Let's, we've got a game with... Well, actually, it's almost deadline day. Do we need to go and try and sign? Yes, 1st of September. Shall we make a play for a left winger? We never really decided which one we were going to go for. And when I had a look, I didn't really find anyone. But we've got 11 million to spend. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's open up the squad it. Let's look at the squad it here and make our final decisions. We have got... Nunes, Okonkwo, O'Neill, fine. Cisse, Francini. My guy's gone, but we either do Francini here or we do Gorn. I think Gorn's going to come in. I think we should maybe just go with Gorn. And ESC spots, very true. I think we've got 2 more ESC spots. Are we doing no fancy until the window's done? Yeah, I think we'll close the window and then we'll do it. It just makes more sense. This is where Alvarez goes. I feel like I did do this and save it, but it's not saved. Bognar Luka, Lordolino Backstein, Oliveira Antic Bolde, Sani Folovsky, Chucky Myers. We just need another left winger, don't we? How's Jeremy Monga doing? That's actually, I'm not sure. I can look here because we can just do that. He is worth 30 million. Leicester in the Prem. So, yeah, he's not really an option, is he? I guess we just look for somebody who can play striker, can play left wing. I almost wonder, chat, whether we should look for someone who can play on either side, because is Chucky actually good enough? We want to give him game time, but as our main backup on the right, I'm not sure that's a great shout either. So let's do some scouting. Let's have a look for what we've got as options on the left wing. So we can look at striker first. I mean, there was this Ronaldinho guy. Ronaldinho Uhaya, who is left-footed. Leo Sauer. Why is that spreadsheet levels above the actual squad planner? I mean, there you go. Again, they should hire me. It does definitely, I guess, I don't know. It does definitely give you a proper idea of where your squad is at, isn't it? Rather than using the squad planner, which I guess is just too many clicks, I think. But yeah, sometimes the simple ways work. Return of the Mane. We could loan Mane. If we wanted the narrative, loaning Mane, we could do a lot worse, couldn't we? What do we think of Ronaldinho Uhaya? I'm here for more Crane content. I'm back on TikTok, by the way, chat. 20,000 views. You know, I'm back. Name is suckering you in. It definitely is. It 1,000,000% is. But he's also got A-. He's very good. We haven't got full... Can I get full knowledge on him? Would he get a work permit? Maybe successful in getting a work permit. Less than 1 million. Not big wages. Wants to play as the channel forward. Also kind of makes sense. You hire him. Ronaldinho, you hire. Do we like him? Mane's a great story, but he's kind of washed. That is, yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of true. He's not that good, is he? I like the story, though, especially if it's going to be a backup. I don't think that's the worst idea, but yeah, right. He wants to stick to that. I think this guy's kind of viable. We'd obviously give him a face. I'd like to know how some of these other attributes actually looked, I suppose. I'm not that worried about him being left-footed, even though we would be playing him on the left. We would maybe want him to play on the right as well, wouldn't we? I've never seen Mane become good in any of my builds. I guess it's because he kind of, after FM26 launched, is when he kind of had his proper breakthrough. Is his face just going to be Ronaldinho? It might be. Or at least a version of it. Let's look at the others as well, though. Yuhaya looks good, but surely there's more. Yeah, I agree. Let's, I'm just going to add him to that so that I don't lose him. Let's look at the others. You are right. Good. I like him because the price is quite good. There's a Spaniard called Pedro Herreros, who is a bit older. Spanish, plays for Ibiza. Same sort of price. Can already play on both sides. Leo Sauer's a decent signing in this FM. Usually cheap, must be 25. Yeah, unfortunately, he's a bit real is the issue. Did you clickbait TikTok with Harry Potter discusses Miles's FM26 press release? I didn't know. It wasn't that, to be fair, on TikTok. It was my crane cam video that I put on there. Mix of the new gen face and Ronaldinho face. Exactly. Pedro Herreros, very determined, right-footed. I don't think he's going to be fast enough with him, so I'm going to say no to Herreros, even though he is in star player. 15 strikers to have a look at in this list here. There is, I don't want to spend upwards of that much money, even though we do have the money. Rankovic is 21, I think we decided we didn't love about him. This guy's also 21, 6'2". We haven't got full knowledge on them, though. Because if that's 15 and that's 15, this guy's brilliant. If that's 17, this guy could be really good. But we don't have that full scouting knowledge on him, do we? And we are kind of running out of time. Pedro could be a good backup if he's getting late on transfer deadline, not blown away. That's why I think we just go with Ronaldinho if we instead, right? But yeah, kind of want to know more about you, Bartosz. He's good regardless. Yeah, he is. Under 21 caps for Poland, scored a couple of goals. He's quite expensive at 1.7, but that feels like a release clause, which might help. Let's look at the others. There is a 6'3" here called Guerrero. Slow. I think I want pace because this is going to be he's going to be the winger rather than the main central striker. So I think we should be looking at pace. 19-year-old here, though, Dino Juric. Again, full Bosnian international, actually. Again, if that's 15 or 16, great. If that's 11 and 12, not so great. Very aggressive, great determination, 5'10". Would love to see the Ronaldinho generated face, yeah. Irons, how you doing, Retro Runs? You can play midfield as well. 1.6 mil, not 100% sold on him, I don't think. Emergency CM, yeah, it is useful to have that type of player, isn't it? Not massively sold on him, though. Titov, 21, quite expensive. He is quick. Well, he's not. He can accelerate. Dmitry Titov. Strength and stamina will likely be in the higher bound due to his professionalism. Yes, that's true. Damian Diaz. Argentinian Damian Diaz. Looks like he might be lacking in some areas. Very agile. Very quick. 15 to 18 pace is interesting. Finishing's okay. It looks like he's lacking in other areas, though. Do you think? For he is cheaper than others and only 19. Can't play on the wing at all yet, though. So maybe not. I think we want, like, almost we want them to be almost ready to just play every game. Even if they're not necessarily going to be a starter, because Bolday's going to start there. What about Horsland? 6 foot, very agile, not the quickest, 20. Denmark under 21 caps, lots of them. Left-footed. I'm looking at his current ability and thinking I'm not sure about him, though. Please shout if you think I'm wrong in my judgments, shout out and go, I think he looks really good. These guys, because they're down at C, I'm kind of looking at them a little bit less. Ricardo. Did I not look? I haven't got to Ricardo yet. This guy's got good pace. This guy can play in midfield. He's Italian. Gabriele Barasci, playing for Osnabrück. Love the hair, yeah. How much of the transfer budget is left? Loads. Wizardsleep, we've got 11 million. If we find like a real worlder, yeah. This guy's got great finishing. And good pace. Good acceleration at the very least. Very agile. This guy looks quite interesting. He is 21 already. But the finishing is there. Dribbling isn't. Work rate, teamwork low. Very composed though.
Follow me. Okay.
3 out of 10, not enough Asian scouting. I've been saying it for ages. I really want some more Asian players, but I'm just struggling to find them. They don't come up in the transfer rooms in. Is that because of my my world knowledge, by the way? If I had better scouting knowledge, would I get better players in this? Because maybe I should look to just get... Have I got any scout spots left over? I don't think I have I? Because I'd be all over getting an extra scout in. I've got 9 out of 11 scouts. I think I've got some on the go, though, haven't I? Am I waiting on some... Yeah, I've got some more coming in. I want some, maybe get some, like, maybe once it's full, I can ask for more spaces and then we can get some more. The Italian will be focused on the post-match pizza. That is a problem, yeah. Need a Japanese hero. Could need a staff audit. Well, to be fair, I actually did do the staff audit. We've got people coming in to fill all of these spots, I do think. Is there a physio coming in? Maybe one more physio I could get. I feel like I've lost a physio there. Don't think I'm actually signing one. But I did do the staff audit off stream to get it done. Oh no, there is no sports scientist coming in. We've also got a player called Boy Waterman, which is a great name. I need to find one more. I'm getting distracted, but I do need to find one more physio. Let's do that. Who's your loan manager? It's a new gen. I don't think I'm ever going to use them, but it is a new gen. Staff, physio, medical, physiotherapy is elite. Elite outstanding. He looks good. Andreas Thumb. Probably not Thumb, is it? Probably Tomb. Let's get you in as a physio. Done. Yes, Boy Waterman, the ex-PSV goalkeeper. Exactly, yes. I think I'll bring him in as the goalkeeping coach. I think. Yes, he's coming in as our goalkeeping coach. Is the Ronaldinho new gen guy Brazilian? He's Colombian, Lamalo. Which is still quite cool, but not Brazilian. Hello, mate. Cheers from Portugal. How you doing, Megadan? I hope you're good. What's your best advice for non-league team management? Free transfers, transfer room in. Like, you will always buy better than the other teams in your league and always go attacking, never defensive, and you will win more games than you lose. That's my advice. That's kind of what we've done in this save, isn't it? Is Waterman the dad of Waterboy? Yes. Confirmed. Right, where were we? Back to strikers. Any else on here that are also good? We got to Ricardo. 6'7". Right. Now he's 6'7", chat. We've kind of got our big striker already, but he's on a free. He's got cornrows and a big beard. He's Portuguese. He is very slow. He is very slow. He's got okay finishing. He's got very good jumping reach, as you'd expect. I kind of don't think it's worth it. Because we've got Folovsky already as our big breaks glass striker. He does score goals, though. He got 19 and 27 in whatever league that is. How many leagues down is that? It's the 69th rated league in Europe. He's a bowling pin, yeah. Even if we can get it to 12, it's decent. What, for his pace? Fourth division. Sign him no matter what. I mean, I do like the idea that he's massive. We could sign him because he's on a free. We could sign him and loan him out anyway. 4th league in Portugal. There you go. Should we just sign him anyway? Because he's massive. He wants 5k a week. Should get a work permit. And he'll be on a free. I mean, squad player. Let's see if he goes for impact sub. He does. Maybe successful means ESC, by the way. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Well, I know you know that you're right. That rings a bell now that you say it, I should say. Yeah. So, I think we're going to loan him anyway. So, I don't think I'm going to give him an ESC. I don't think I even want him in the squad. But I think we should sign him for the vibes. Because he's big. What do we think? Give him a bigger one of those and a bit more of that. And sign him on 5k. You did say Ricardo. You did. Right, anyway. We are getting distracted. He's not the answer. What we really need is a winger type striker, don't we? So I don't think any of these guys are that necessarily. Rui Asensao can play left wing. He's Swiss. A lot of caps. Why is he only a last resort signing? Is he just not very good? Have to make sure you loan him somewhere that won't ostracize him for the cornrows. That's true. Oops. Don't think he's great. Lewis Cameron, Scottish, not very good. Thiago Moraes, not very good. Luca Ortiz, not particularly good. And then Ricardo. Let's look at the left wingers. I think this might be where we find the better ones. Where's my left wing? Did I not have a left wing star player? I did. Do I not have other left wings? Like squad player left wings? It might be too late now for this window, but regular starter left winger, 23. Squad player left winger, 23. Breakthrough prospect. I should really have these already. We could even do right wingers because it doesn't really matter. Let me do some of those in case we find somebody. If we're not signing big meaty boys around here, then the world has gone woke. I agree with you. Difficult to argue with such things. Literally, I don't need that guy. He's not going to be useful for us. I'm signing him anyway because it's what we bloody do. All right. These are the principles that we built everything on. I haven't done a regular starter. I skipped straight to squad player.
Okay.
Right, there we go. Let's see if any more players come in. Left wingers then. 7 options here. None of them looking particularly better than B. Mama said alligator. Mama said alligator. Right, I'm not reading that. Also me every time I see a one kid with an off nation. Also true, yes. Matty! No, Brass again!
9 gift subs in the channel.
Brass, you need to chill out with the gifted subs, but also at the same time, I massively appreciate you doing them. Thank you, dude. Brass has gifted another sub, this time to Matty. I love that, by the way. If you say something funny, relatable, you might get a gifted sub off somebody like Kokota or Brass, to be honest. So there you go. There's your... Or maybe Andy actually has been gifting a lot of subs recently as well. There you go. Welcome to the cult, officially now. Let's look at something funny or relatable. Exactly. Last one off to bed. Catch on the stream. Catch you on the steam. On the steam. See you soon, Brass. Thank you, dude. Good evening. Good night. Alexandro, left winger, can play striker, 6'4", Brazilian, could cost up to 4.8 million though. Is probably the thing that goes against him. Is exactly what we need. Winger striker. He's tall, but I think he's going to be slow. Maybe because he's tall. What's his goal scoring record? Not great, look. Wasn't he a left back? That was a different one, but yes. Clayts, we're loaded. We are loaded, yeah. We could spend money. My issue is, this player is probably not going to be a starter because we've got Gil Bolde, who's been our best player, by the way, since at the start of this season. Like, are we going to find somebody better than him? Who's now valued at 11 to 13 million? Like, he's got 4 in 4. So, really, we're only looking for, like, a youngster, aren't we? Always have to sign the most obscure one-name Brazilians with partial nationalities. I couldn't agree more. I'm fully on board with that. And I kind of want to keep the money, keep it till... If we're in the Prem, then you splash. Because then suddenly the reputation is there that you can go and get the best of the best. So, I think really what we're looking for is a really good option, like a squad option here, that can grow into being a Gil Bolde rather than spending... I don't think that guy's it, even though he is... We have got the money, I just don't think he's it. Who wants him? Olympiacos. We looked at this guy, Diego Caballo. Can't play as a striker. but is sort of all right. Those mentals let him down a little bit. 9 off the ball, 9 composure, only 10 finishing. You posted Ronaldinho's face on Discord. Okay. Did you do a mix of it, did you? I can't open Discord. I need to check my phone anyway, chat. Let me do this. I don't like opening Discord because it uses a load of my memory for when I'm co-streaming or multi-streaming. How you doing, Colon? Welcome in, dude. I really want a dad mug. Get one. It's a Emma Bridgewater. This exact mug will be on there. Get one. Let me check. Where did you post it? In 3 counties? Or in Football Manager? I got it. So Joel as well just posted in the Discord saying they'd seen my the stream. I've just seen that. That's really funny. Where did you post it? Where is the Discord? If the Discord should be linked in the description. If it's not, what's the best way to give it to you? A mod will get it for you, I'm sure. Thank you. I'm going on there now. Yes, get in, go and get it. Is your EV install bloke emailed yet? He hasn't, Butterfingers, but thank you for the reminder. I need to look. Where's this Ronald? I'm looking for this Ronaldinho face and I'm not seeing it. General Footy. Well, that would explain why. That's actually not bad. So this could, if we sign that Ronaldinho guy, that could be his face. It's kind of Ronaldinho-y, but also he's combined it with the actual new gen face, which was this one. Look, kind of works. Lamalo. I'm into it. I think he might have just gone into the lead for which player we should do. I kind of like it. Is that not Ronaldinho's son? I mean, it looks like him, yeah. Ronaldinho's son actually plays for Barcelona, doesn't he? I remember a couple of years ago and you saw clips and he looked absolutely rubbish at football, right? He does look a bit Avatar. I will say that, Island Boy. Yeah, I see that. Agustin Miranda. Ooh. Bolivian. Doesn't play for the under-21s, though. I guess they're not very good if they don't have like good mentals. Very aggressive. Good physicals, but not amazing physicals. Ronaldinho, yeah. This guy really wants to go. They've triggered his contract, though. This guy's probably the one, but I don't want to spend 6 million on him, I don't think. That's too much, right? Hope you're well. Is the Youth Save video out soon? I'm recording it, Harry, this week. Ready, so it'll be out next week. Wasn't he at Burnley? What, Ronaldinho? Was he? So I'm doing the first recording for the Youth Only new series videos this week to be released next week. Hopefully 2 videos next week if I get my arse in gear, but that's the plan, yeah. You're in the Discord. Well done. You found it. Billy Joel o'clock, exactly. Right. I guess we can close left back ones now, if we're done there. Any more players on here? Sousa, they're not great, are they? Let's go on player database and just look for a left winger as well then. Clear all of this. Left wing is accomplished. 23. Let's just look at who's actually interested now. Mateus Mane is right there, look. Highly recommended. Who's this Sabine? Hey, thank you, Harry. It is, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Basically stuff to put on when you're working at home, exactly. Chizzy? Who's Anis? 5'5". I kind of want him to play striker as well. Yeah, that Ibragimov is good, isn't he? I don't think he can play striker very well, though, which is kind of what we need him for. How has Ronaldinho's son ended up at Burnley and Hull? Games gone. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Let me look at... oh, not that. Let me look at work. I guess they don't even need work permits, do they? Because we can use our ESC places on these guys. Lamine Sidibe. Problem is, I tell you what. The problem is, how many players are on this? 2,000. I haven't scouted everybody. So who's the highest rep player? And let's go down to 21. High rep players. that aren't scouted or maybe have got youth appearances. Any good nations here? Senegal. There's this guy who's got 32 caps for the Senegalese national team. I suppose let's look for big nations here. This guy, Panagi, has got 20... Cyprus, right. He's born in England, but he plays for Cyprus. That makes more sense. Annoyingly, you can't see on here. I can't just put nationality on here, I don't think. Can I? National team? Why can't I put nationality on here? Date of birth, birth region, but not what actual nationality they are. I suppose I could do national team. No, because it tells you what it is. There's an Iranian, is he? Yeah, who's free. Hamed Mohammadian, who's got 27 under 21s caps, but he's 18 as well. But I can't see how good he is. Let's scout him a bit, I suppose. Oh, you're getting one anyway. Well, get the Mushroom Man. I'd be very excited to see which one you went for Mrs. Shroom. See if it was the one that Cat's got a mum. I think it says mummy or mumma or mum. It says a mum one anyway. So yeah. Might be worth a scout. Yeah, we'll get him scouted. I want to see what team. I don't just want nation of birth. I want actual what nation they play for. The Aussie, Finn Coggan. I mean, he looks rubbish. We'll scout him. I guess I should scout any of these that I've not scouted. Although some of them play for like... I mean, even South African youngsters, though. Worth a shout anyway. Masondo. Do I just get a load of these scouted? How can I... What's my best way, chat, of filtering these down enough so that I can scout them all, really? Which AI do you use for regen faces? Usually ChatGPT, I think. Dad will soon be dad. Exactly. It will be. He's already... Jack's only words that he ever says, by the way, is dad. But he just says everything as dada. So it's not like he's actually saying dada. It's just that's all he actually says is dada. Like that. Right, let's get, I suppose, these ones that have the most... I can filter out players that don't have any youth caps and just do the ones that have some youth caps because they must be the better ones and filter those and scout those. How many players is that? That's 121. How many is that? 70. That is 52. So let's get those. Let's fully scout those up to Leo Webb. And then down to, that's apparently 91. Is it? Feels like way too many. 39. Fully scout those from, I love that, how that doesn't really work. IMB, I think, but I can't remember if I did him or not. Well, that's not 74 people. 65. 1. Get those scouted. And then I guess we just see which ones get good scout reports. I've scouted that Vasco Cabral before. Do you remember? We've looked at this guy before. I'm sure of it. He was good, right? She's got the mum one. I love it. I love it. Just thought 34 caps at 20 for Australia is very hard to achieve. It is. And he just looks rubbish, didn't he? This guy's good, no? I'm sure we almost signed him. Guinea-Bissau, 1 under 21 cap, and he looked quite good then, but then we didn't sign him, so maybe he wasn't good. How you doing, Cal? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. You've had some decent Iranians in the past. Yeah, definitely. They do have good new gens quite often, don't they? He is on a free, yeah. I wonder if I could trial him, and we can actually see how good he is. Just come in on a trial if he's on a free. Why do so many people use AI? How else are you going to generate a face, Woodsy? How you doing, Will? Thank you very much for the 68 months. Appreciate you.
Follow me. Okay.
Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. 68 bloody months. Get some emotes in for that. I hope you're good, Will. Hi. Maybe wasn't able to get a work permit at that time. Maybe not. That could be it, yeah. Take a picture of random people on the street. Exactly, yeah. Because that's less problematic. Yeah, definitely we looked at him in a past stream for sure. Right, we've got a game now, chat. Let's play it, and then we'll get back to transfer business, I think. But do you have a Knight of the Round Table up top for you? That is the question. Let's go with Nunes, Pereira, and Mbemba. Francini plays left. Although, shall we give a debut to Gorn? Yeah, let's give a debut to Gorn. Let's put... Why is Dodgson upset? Wants to leave following a contract extension being triggered at a time when he was seeking a new and improved deal. That sounds like something I would do. And apparently it's something I have done. Oh, Gorn then. Good. Still haven't got a loan for Gallas. Antic is still a bit tired, so let's put Alvarez on the bench. Got Falovsky there already. Beat you to it. Nice. Wait, where's that Bolde from? We've always had Bolde. Bolde was here last year. He didn't score many goals last year, and he's already got 4 this year. He's bloody brilliant, even though he can't play left wing. Am I training him there? I must be. I guess it's because... Definitely was. It's because he plays as a striker in possession. So in possession it is channel forward. Yeah, out of possession is winger. Yeah, he is. We want Chucky. And what's the other called? The other what? We had Pedro Gomez before, if that's the one you're thinking of. Pedro Gomez left because he got bought and then we loaned him back, if you remember. And he finished his loan. The lad was looking at before. Vic Cabral. Pedro Gomez at Southampton. That's the other Guinea-Bissau lad, yeah. We could loan him. He's exactly what we had last year, and that he's really good. He is available on loan. At what point do we class Gallas as a hostage of the club? That's very true. How's Renta doing? Has he played for Arsenal? Has he been offered for loan? He is in their he's an under-21 player. He has not made his debut for them. Did play some friendlies, look. So, I mean, we've already sold his sell-on clause, so we've already made our money on him. Have we got a sell-on for Pedro? I'd like to think we did, considering we sold him for 500k. But we kind of got done by a release clause there, didn't we? He's very good. I love the name we've chosen for Shroomet, but I can never reveal it because that would almost certainly do her, Mrs. Shroom and I, because I would imagine she's one of about 20 if that born with her name in England this year. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. My cousin, that's why with Jack, I'm like, his name's Jack. There's loads of them. My cousin's former wife was still in touch. She's lovely. Is a former midwife. She said it's the first time she's heard the name. That's nice. Yeah, but yeah, definitely don't dox her. But that's cool that you've got like a name that you love it. You've named her Clayts, haven't you? Yeah. They're teaching Renee this corner dark arts. Definitely they are, yeah. Right. Let's pick this team. Chucky on the bench, I think. Backstein, Luca, Francini, Gilberton, Pharrell Johnson. So anyone who's not made... Gallas hasn't played a game yet. Otherwise, everybody has already, which is quite cool, isn't it? Let's go with that. We play Fulham at home. So actually a fairly tricky name. Tricky game. You guys talking about names there did that. Mansfield wants Suarez. And everyone wants Sane. Who wants Luca? Mansfield as well. Mansfield are a championship team. It feels weird. I don't want Gil Bolde to be the captain. It doesn't matter what I do. I want Nunes to be the next captain in line. But it doesn't work. Speaking of things that are broken about the game. Look. Go to squad. Dynamics. Captains. This keeps coming back even though I don't set it. So. Remove from standings. Remove from standings. You put George Nunes in there as first standing. The only way out of here is to click away. If I go back there, it's still there. It now doesn't open, which is good. He's still there, but then you go to match. Let's see who the captain is. I found a bug, yeah. Mine is telling me my second choice is a guy that left 3 years ago. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Score us a goal, Oliveira. Score us a goal tonight. We're in a mood for a victory, so get us the win tonight. Piano Man. Love it. Love that. Right. Squad number for somebody to Gorn. Gorn can have number 3 because he's a left back. I don't know why he wants 4, you ridiculous man. Confirm the squad numbers. Let's see who the captain is. It should be Nunes. As it does that, let me just check that the EV charger man isn't coming in the next 3 minutes. No email. It's now 1 o'clock though, and if it takes 4 hours, you'd expect him to want to be here now, right? Don't think it's happening. The captain is Gil Balde. Pointless. That's not who I wanted to be the captain. There's the Fulham team, though. Fulham have Alabegovic up front, who's good. He's the Austrian lad, is he? And then they've got Kalimwende as well, who's also decent. Ishmael Kone in there too. These a few good players for the championship there. Right. Our home form is important to us, I've told them. At Salzburg. Yeah, there you go. That is our team. New signing Christopher Gorn at left wing back. Let's see how he goes on his debut. Here at the showground. I've still got my Wembley suit on. I keep forgetting to change it. What? I need to change that. He's worn a white suit once and decided to wear it every time. Is he Bosnian, is he? There you go. He plays in Austria. All right. Oh, yeah, because he played against... Did he play against... Was it Wales? Was that Bosnia? Yeah, I think you're right. My plaster has let me down twice this week. It's always me chasing him up. It's not good, is it? Yeah. He saw those pictures of Liverpool one time and now look at him. Yes. Right. Can we have a nice solid win against Fulham? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Nothing has happened in the first 15 minutes here. We've had our... Here comes... Oh, God, we're still behind the goal, are we? No. We are... Oh, yeah, I changed it for the penalties, didn't I? Broadcast. There we go. Here at the showground, here's Oliveira. Over the top to Gil Balde. Comes back to Gorn on his debut. Go on, then. Go on, then. Go on, then. That's his slogan. That's his song. We're sorted already. Lordolino. Oh, my word. That finish from Balde is terrible. That is terrible. Strumet's name is aggressively Irish. Ah. Siobhan. Ah. It's... I think... What name? I don't know why I'm trying to do this. It's... Nah, I don't know. What the heck was that, Gil? It wasn't great, was it? Yeah, rubbish. Is he the US-born one? He might be, actually. I don't know, yeah. How late am I? Should I join or watch from the start? You can join. This is the first game we've played. We've just been doing some scouting. We've done a bit of chatting, putting the world to rights. A bit of update for the save. So we talked about EV chargers for a bit. But this is the first game of the stream. Oliveira wide. Look how many diggers do you need in the back there? Loads. Say go on. Like Mrs. Doyle from Father Ted. Exactly, yeah. Sergio Ramos has bought Sevilla. Has he actually? In IRL, that's cool. What's the coolest name you had as a teacher? I had some very odd ones, to be fair. I did teach a boy called James Bond. I think I've told you that before. One of the naughtiest boys I've ever taught. And he was called James Bond. He's gone around the keeper and he scored. The defending there is weird. What was that? We let him take about 15 touches. And then he put it in the open goal. Bognar loses it. Kalimwende plays a little 1-2 with Alabegovic. I think he looks offside, but he wasn't. He goes round Nunes. And then Pereira just watches him. Get your body across the ball. I guess he tries to and he beats him. 1-0 Fulham. Yeah, that's not a great name, Adam. Wayne King, yeah. I can see why that would cause problems. What other ones did I have? There was like so many, I just forget them. Like, it becomes quite normal for children, like, come across children with ridiculous names, and it is what it is, isn't it? Lordolino. That's half time, is it? Brilliant. Great attack. If I was called Bond, I'd 100% call him James, especially as James is the name that gets passed down our family. I mean, exactly. It makes sense, doesn't it? My dad taught a Misty Waters and a Crystal Chanel. Wow. I've taught a lot of crystals, actually, yeah. A lot of, like, Nevaehas, which is heaven backwards. A lot of that. I'm trying to think, there's definitely some weirder ones, but I'm just like... you forget them because they actually don't become, like, crazy names once you've taught them for a year. Because they just become that person. The names actually you become much more accustomed to them, don't you? So yeah, I'm struggling to remember any other weird ones. Fulham are kind of... What an effort that is. Off the bar/post. It's a corner. That was actually a save by Nunes. That was a great save. Paige Turner. That is a cruel joke. She's dyslexic. Bold day away. I might need to make subs here to try and get an equaliser. A, B, C, D, E. Absidy. That is actually surely child. I know, someone called Childline for that name. Oliveira. Over. Through to Sani. Saved. Bilal Bayaza makes the save. That was Sani's chance. Mbemba's still on corners. Our 6'3" centre-back, by the way. Goes near post, headed away. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, fair enough. Oh! First do no harm, yeah. That's a good save. Oh my god. Pronounce Ladasha because the dash isn't silent. Not having that. That's like one of the ones you read about on the internet. I'm not having it. Let's do Falovsky for Sani. Big man up top. Let's do Chucky for... Oliveira's playing all right. Let's leave him. Backstein for Bognar. These are good players to bring on to make a difference here. Maybe... How's Cisse playing? Not great, so we'll do Francini. 3 changes. LaMelo Ball just called his kid La1. Yeah. Read it on Twitter years ago. Stuck with me. Yeah. Exactly. Went to school with someone whose name was a mashup of his dad's and nan's name. Why? Why? Ridiculous. I mean, that's like... I was watching At Home with the Furies. Do you know... All of Tyson Fury's sons are called Prince. They've scored again, by the way. We're 2-0 down to Fulham at home here. Fulham are quite good, I guess. He's got 4 sons, and on their birth certificates, they're all called Prince. Because he named the first one Prince as sort of like the heir apparent to his throne, and then felt like it would be harsh to not call them all Prince out of fairness. So they're all called Prince. They're not actually all called Prince. They've all got, like, one's called Adonis, which I think is worse. But on his birth certificate, it is actually Prince. I'm a king and they're princes and they're all earn their rightful name. Yeah, exactly. One's called Adonis, so it's definitely worse. He's begging to be called Prince by his mates. Right. Jorge Nunez on a 5.94. We're losing. Let's do Chucky for Ubalde. Let's do Luca on a midfield for Suarez and play Laudolino at 6. If we'd had a boy, our name choices were Killian and Ronan. Our backup girl name was... starts with S. Mushroom Man, is your significant other Irish? Because that makes... a lot more sense. How do you say that then? Sorge. She is indeed, yeah. Saoirse. Is it actually? That's your daughter's name. It's Saoirse, isn't it? Is that pronounced Saj? Rhymes with 5. Sive. That actually does make sense now that you say it. Sive. Are you an idiot or a dafty? All right, 5 to play. We're going to lose here. Not great. It's not Saoirse, no. Okay. Let's try Aoife. Is it Aoife? You're not going to say yes regardless here. I worked with an Aoife, and our head teacher, who often wasn't the brightest spark, introduced her to everybody as Oife. So I'm sure that it's the plight of the Irish name, isn't it? But it's not Aoife, okay. We're 3-0 down. Sonderberger's come off the bench and scored. They've got Carboni. They've got a good team. We are not looking great here, though. This is a humbling defeat that drops us from top to second. Not ideal, that. We've lost 3-0. I kind of like it that we're struggling a bit. Pronounced Tive. Is it Tive? My real name is Irish, technically, is it? You think Irish names are bad? You should see Welsh names. I mean, I have. Being born in Hereford, I've seen some Welsh names, trust. I was very surprised I was not called Michael. Which there's a player search filter for ridiculousness of name. I mean, we'd be signing them, wouldn't we? Is that Xavi in charge of... I think we looked at that before. I think Xavi is indeed the Fulham manager. And he's just schooled me. He's taken me back to school there and destroyed me 3-0 at our place. Fair play to Xavi, who for some reason is now managing in the Championship. IFA isn't uncommon. For years we thought we'd use Kveen, but then we realised it sounded... enough like queef, the other kids. Yeah, that's true. Oh no, well, however you say that one, not Quavine, but queef. I'm pushing for his transfer, Lamalo. I posted 2 updated pics of Ronaldinho. I think we might go with the Ronaldinho. I'm going to wait until deadline day, I think, because he doesn't want to come in on a trial. Why not? I don't know if this guy gets a work permit or not. ESC place. Is he worth signing anyway? We never even went up in the crane. This is true, yeah. Just ran into Xavi as Burnley coaching yours. Nice. Average Welsh name, yeah. Quiver, yeah, that makes sense. There's a Quiver on the Anfield Wrap that, yeah, spout like that. I mean, that's a bit harsh. He came off the bench in that game. Gorn made his debut. He actually looks all right in some of the little clips we saw. Do we sign Cabral then, chat, as an option? He only can play on the left. I think I want a scout report on him. He's on a free, so we don't have to sign him before the deadline. Do we now have a look at this? Do we have any more information about those guys that were on the transfer rooms in, I suppose is the question, isn't it? And let me also press save because I think I turned off daily saves. You do love a Bissau Guinean. We really do, don't we? What are the updated pictures of Ronaldinho then? That's too much like actual Ronaldinho. I actually like the first picture. This is the updated picture of the Ronaldinho. I think it looks too much like actual Ronaldinho. We lost that last game due to finishing. Do you think? I think we lost it because we were crap. Xavi just got sacked by Blackburn in your save. Nice. Yeah, too close. Too close. Even if he's on a free but has a team, I think you do need to get him before deadline. Ah, okay, we do. Does he? Is it because he's got a team? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure I'm massively enamored with him anyway. Is there any more info on these guys? If I go, I think he was a striker, wasn't he, Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho Uhaya. I'm not sure why we're looking past him all that much. I guess it's just we don't fully know, do we? Shall I put a bid in just to hurry things along in case we decide on him? Naki Wells is the West Ham manager. I love that. That is ridiculous. 1 million, straight up, Ronaldinho. Make the bid, get him a contract offered, and then we can make a decision on it. We definitely like him because he's got a good name and he plays in the right position. Let's do that. I want to buy him a trampoline. Yeah, he can't jump, can he? Right, we've got the bid accepted. Slightly interested. Channel forward may be successful. That might be ESC then, according to Greenest. Uwia. Yeah, Ronaldinho Uwia. Yeah, you are probably right. I think we're probably going to call him Ronaldinho, aren't we? And I might even remove the Uwia. Let's offer him this contract then. Star player? That tells me that he will actually be good, by the way. Which could be useful for song purposes. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I wonder what song we'll go for. Let's try and see if we can get him to be important player. All right, star player it is. Fire hydrant, yeah. 6k a week actually isn't too bad. Appearance fee, if we pop that up, let's try. He doesn't want a release clause, which is really nice. Try and pop in a non-negotiable. You know what? Let's give him 6.5, and then we can get an extra 3 years in his contract. Does go up to 8k if he plays 5 times for Colombia, which is fine. Because if he's playing for Colombia, that means he's really good. I think I'm all right with that. What's that one that goes ooey-oh-ee-oh? I don't know. Let's line up the deal for Ronaldinho. And we go from there, I think. Who are you? Yeah, that would work. Who are you by the Who? It's 2033 and Xavi's no longer in your save. Anyone else? What? You don't want to? You want to go out on loan? I need you. I don't want to lose him. All right. That was the end of the conversation, apparently. Well, that's why you're a backup, though, for us, isn't it? Do you not understand what the word backup means? We haven't had any injuries yet. And also, you have played this year already. Oh my God, it's right in front of us. What? Oh. Ouya bodies in the night. I mean, it's literally sometimes inspiration strikes, doesn't it? Ouya bodies in the night. I like it. I like it. To be fair, I've had a youth prospect from the academy try and skip a youth contract and jump straight to full-time contract, and he's trash. That does happen, yeah. They don't usually sign it until later on, though, do they? Oh, that's our loan manager. It's Chiellini's brother. I'm assuming it's his brother. Claudio Chiellini's going to be our our loan manager. Now I remember. Oh, Dinko wanted a new contract, and I forgot to offer him it. That was right at the start of the stream. I need to offer Dinko a new contract. He does deserve it. So, important player. Get rid of that. He's going to want loads, but he is also really good. So, let's try and do 12k with a bit more there. With a bit more there. Release clause 42 million. And locked in. Can I not remove that? No. Make it sound like a bit more like he's been murdering after a target. He does, actually. Ronaldinho scores for us. How did it become so serious? Loan managers need big foreheads. Do they? Blazing, thank you very much for the... how many months? 10 months. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. This is how I find out Chiellini is a twin. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? Let's do £0 relegation. Actually, I don't want to do that in case we get relegated from the Prem. Let's put this up to 42 million. We might lose him, but I'm assuming he's going to sign a new contract when we get to the Prem anyway. And at least he's here for 5 years. 4 years. 14k. There we go. If it's not his brother, he's missing his call as an impersonator. That's for sure. That's very true. Is it actually his twin rather than just brother? That's fun. But yeah, to be fair, that's how I found out, because I just found him as a loan manager. Still no text, by the way, chat. We have a slot available for your installation on the 12th of May 2026. That was at 9 minutes past 9 this morning. But that's today, so I confirmed it and then heard nothing since. I mean, to be honest, we're getting to the point now where I feel like I just heard the door. 1 sec. I did, but it's Royal Mail, so we're okay. It's his twin brother. There you go, then. I guess then Zealand's a loan manager then. That's just mean. Right, let's... Chiellini is in. Vasco Cabral. We don't have the knowledge on you, son. Otherwise, I might sign you. He doesn't... Does he have a club? He doesn't... Oh, no, he does have a club. Yeah, you're right. It's his twin brother. Fun. Okay, let's continue and get to deadline day. I think we're pretty set on our boy, aren't we? Deadline day today. We've got Ronaldinho hopefully coming in. Cow Elias has signed... Okay, they sold him to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, I think, are Prem. That makes sense. They lost him. I thought he'd signed for Fulham there, which would have been terrifying. Not gonna lie, I thought Royal Mail was just Postman Pat. I'm Australian. No, it's a thing. It's a real thing. I don't know what they delivered, but it was the postman. They were all good. I've left my window open so I can see if a guy in a van turns up that's not Postman Pat. All right, let's... A Conquo. A loan offer for a Conquo. No, I actually need him. When does his contract run out, by the way? End of this season. He's been our backup for years, a Conquo, hasn't he? Left back. We signed a left back. We signed Gorn. This guy came in as our new left back. Christopher Gorn. On a... Well, it was a free, but then we made it permanent by paying 26k. So this is going to be our left back. He is a Chilean under 21. Took a massive risk on him. We didn't know what he looked like. We hadn't scouted him, but he played for Chile, so we made the bid for him, and then it turns out he's quite good. Value's now gone up. Yes, good point. Up to 1.8 to 4.3 million, which is much nicer. He needs a face, actually, doesn't he? Bolde got Young Player of the Month. Yeah, it'll be good. Young player of the month. We didn't get manager of the month. Did we come second or third? Second, some way off in second place. Just mean, really, isn't it? Why do you need to say that? Genuine question. Should I throw the qualification to the Champions League for the coefficient points in the Conference League, or do I try and go for the UCL and secure the bag? I'd just go for UCL. Just think about how much that improves your reputation as a club and the players that you could sign because of it. I do that. And actually, even in the coefficient places that you can get from the UCL are really good because you win a few games in the league phase and the money you get from it, of course, as well. Yeah. Right. We are almost at deadline day, which means we could start a fantasy game after this, as Sheriff has just put in the chat. We've got, though, stuff going on. We've got a new scout coming in, Marco Ban. Boy Waterman is in. Zinedine Ben Slimane is in. A sports scientist is in. You didn't get a word. We knew that, though, didn't we? If the appeal fails, we could use an ESC place. I want to sign him and loan him, but it is deadline day. It's the big, tall, 6'7" striker. If I don't appeal, can I still sign him? Or will we find out if he's like, can I not sign him without it? I have to appeal. It feels like that would just cancel it, right? Because I actually don't want him to get a work permit. I want to loan him out. Anyway, I want to be in this debate. I think you can. I feel like that's going to cancel it. It's a risk. Because usually, I kind of wish that we'd obviously been talking to him. I wish he would have said, I'm willing to join without it. We will use an ESC. You say save the game and try, but I don't want to reload it if I don't either, if you see what I mean. We will use an ESC, will we? If I appeal, will we get the decision before the end of the day anyway? Because I don't mind paying the 5k for the appeal. At least that might give me other options. We should, right? I think I'm going to appeal. I wouldn't be in this debate if I wasn't the only Welsh side that won a game in the first qualifying round. Yeah. Save scum on this FM stream. Yeah, exactly. We should. Okay, let's try it. But FM26, also true. Right, some staff coming in. That's good. What time are we on? We are on 11:30 in the morning. I might as well get you to learn English and get some recommendations. That should fill up some of our staff now. How are we looking? Everyone except the one physio. I think I am signing someone though, aren't I? And we would be all full up. I can ask, I think then, for another scout. And if we do, let's get some Asian scouts to hopefully get those Asian players popping up in the transfer rooms in. Okay, so Ricardo's had it rejected now. I only have a choice to either give him an ESC place or not. I kind of don't want to. Can I do nothing? Because it looks like I can't sign him without giving him one. Because if I don't allocate, is he going to say it cancels it? Zayora, how you doing, buddy? You had an exam. How did it go, dude? If he doesn't want to join without it, prob won't cancel straight away, I think. We'll give you the chance to convince. That's all I need, is the chance to convince. Do you know what? I'm not massively into signing him anyway, and I really don't want to give him an ESC place. The reason being, some of you are probably thinking, just give him an ESC place. I will give him one. He won't play enough, and you end up losing them. So I don't want to get him to... I don't want to lose another one. We've already lost one because... Although, did we lose one? Because we're actually currently using one. Look, I'm going to say don't allocate and see what happens. Is it going to cancel the deal? Unwilling to join without work permit. Now I can try and convince him to say that I'll find him a loan move, right? So it may be that we can persuade him. At least it gives us this. Let's say we're going to keep trying to get a work permit. We have a long-term plan in place, involves you going out on loan to get a work permit. It won't change my mind. We'd love to have you on board, or I strongly urge you to reconsider. Which one's more convincing? I'm not going to threaten him with you'll only regret this if you don't change your mind. Which one do you think is better? Urge you to think again. We'd love to have you on board, or I really urge you to reconsider. If we can't get a work permit, we'll move you on. I didn't give someone one and still joined, and then I loaned them out straight away. Urge, in my opinion. They're both urge. Adam. The bottom one. Let's try the bottom one. I appreciate the offer, but it's not for me. I won't be proceeding with the transfer. All right, he's cancelled it. See you later, Ricardo. We were like ships in the night. One day, we may meet again. Uwea doesn't get a work permit. Now, I think, want to give him the ESC place. But we can appeal first and then give him one. I actually don't even know if he's any good. Told you to urge, yet fair. See you later, Tall Prince. Right, I'm going to give Ronaldinho one. And then we find out if he's any good. He's going to be our left winger striker option, I think. His name's Ronaldinho. We've been done by the name, haven't we? Allocate an ESC place and see. Love would have worked. Yeah, maybe. Good idea not to threaten him. Yeah, exactly. Right. £1 million. Ronaldinho is in. Let's see how good he is. Which of Tyson Fury's kids are called Tall Prince? Yeah. Reese, maybe like have a little think about it, really. Ronaldinho in, send him to learn English. Shall we see how good he is? I mean, they like him. The current ability looks good. The potential ability looks really good. How good is he? He looks pretty good. I'm all right with that. 14 finishing, 16 acceleration, 15 pace. Passing's low. Work rate's a bit low. Balanced personality. Determination's not massive, but he's only 19. The value is great. He's bloody good. We'll take it. The only thing that I don't know what to do is whether I should start him or not. It's counties, exactly. Does appealing work, or is it the government's way of scamming an extra 5k off us every single time? That's actually true. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you do get it on appeal, but yeah, they do just get an extra 5k, don't they? And still can improve, definitely, yeah. Fairly susceptible to injuries is not good. But that's all right. Should be put on out of possession skill to play him as a winger. I agree with you, actually. Out of possession, training, winger. In possession is striker, channel forward. The Colombian Malvin, yeah. Shall we start him? I actually don't know if we can start him. Who's he start instead of? I guess he could start now as the striker instead of Sani, but we've now got Antic back. So Antic comes in there. Bolde, I guess we just rotate and they all sort of play because they're kind of knackered now. I know we don't have a game. It's not for another 5 days. Compare him to current winger. He's not as good as Bolde. Like, compare him to Bolde, you mean? Well, Bolde wins. He's really good. I'd probably say. Bolde's better look. Hello, Wordinator. How you doing, buddy? Physicals are banging for Ron. The engine really does like physicals. The problem is, he's up against Bolde, who has brilliant physicals too. Could play Oliveira in midfield, but we've kind of got great midfielders as well. It's a lovely place to be. It's a good problem to have, isn't it? We've got brilliant players everywhere. Is Chucky finished? Kind of, but we're going to obviously keep him here. But he is 29 now and just not quite good enough for this level anymore. Bolde on the right. I mean, we've got Oliveira on the right, who's also not terrible. 17 pace, 13 acceleration, 15 dribbling, 17 finishing. Not as much of a striker, Oliveira. Did Benny retire or leave on a free? Both. Can't even find him. Where is he? I swear I clicked keep his thing after. Well, we definitely did. He's gone. I think Benny's no longer. He's not dead, but feels like he's actually gone. We definitely clicked the keep the stuff after retirement, though, didn't we? Is it on? Patrick went on a free. Release players? He's not even in here. I don't know where he went. You can't even see him. Let me look at signings from when he signed and we'll find him. I hate that this doesn't work, by the way. This needs fixing. Who are these guys? We didn't sign any of these guys. I think a load of them are trials. And they just pop up on here. Do you remember this guy, by the way? Did we sell him or did he leave on a free? I think he left again on a free. Played one season. Apparently played 12 games on trial and then none after he signed. Went on loan and then left and played for Rotherham a few times. One final ARF. I think we did the final ARF, but there you go. Did that play? I didn't hear it. It might have played. I don't know. Tell me if there was an ARF that you heard there. Look at that for a signing. And Golo Magai on a free. Same with Demista from KFC. Didn't play. He's gone. He's dead. ARF, ARF, ARF. It's what Benny would have wanted. Right. When did we sign Benny? Why am I not... When did we sign a guy called Neymar Sanchez? Oh, yeah. On trial. Logan Pye's retired as well. Oh, I wonder how Nando Toggenberger's doing these days. There's one that we missed. He's up to nothing much, basically. Again, ships in the night. Apparently, we never signed Benny. He's not even on our list. There's Jamie Sendles-White. There he is. He has retired. I don't know what... He's on there twice. There he is. Fonte Williams still going strong, though. I just saw a name then that I wanted to look at. Josh Onoma, retired. There he is, F Moons. What a boy. Brookmeyer's still here. Of course. How is how's Ronaldo Flowers doing? Has he got a club? He has no club. Does he want to come back? What do you mean? That feels like that wouldn't be true. I know he left on a free, but surely if I was like now, oh, by the way, Ronaldo, do you want to come back? Surely he'd be like, yeah. Benny was just a figment of our imagination. I think you might be right. Trial him forever. Leicester make another Andre Sane bid. Always a bit scary. How much for? I still don't have an email, by the way. I don't really know what's going on there. Andre Sane, we can still reject it, though. He wants Manchester United. Of course he does. It is deadline day, though. We're not trying to sign anyone else, are we? We are done now, I think. So no panics. All fine. Ian Matson has gone to Liverpool for 40 million. Is it deadline day? It is, yeah. Oh, we've been given an extra scout or two. Let's find... I want a scout with knowledge of Asia, then. Let's find it. Let's do staff audits. How do I do that? Staff database. I would like a scout. Employed is no. How do I find... What's the best way of finding? I guess nationality. And if we go here, scout... Can I do that on the filter? Hands off our butty, exactly. Add condition. Can I do like region? Region. What's the best one to do for... I want Japanese, South Korean. Add world knowledge of Japan or Korea. Can you add world knowledge as a thing? On scouting. World knowledge. Aha. Is it least extensive of... Is at least very good of Japan. Yeah, apparently there's loads of those. Let me get rid of these because these are in the way. And then if I add... In fact, let's do extensive of Japan. There's 20 people on there now. You can. Let's do... World knowledge is at least extensive of South Korea as well. That's where you're going to get the best new gens from. Is that for both? They're not very good scouts. The best ones are competent. This Thai scout, but he does have complete knowledge of Thailand, Japan, Uzbekistan, South Korea, England, Brazil. He's got good knowledge. I know you can't. Let me move out the way. This guy does have good knowledge of the world. Do we take a competent scout because he knows everywhere? Maybe. What about the other options here? We've got Masato Kojima, complete knowledge of Japan, a bit of Brazil, a bit of Australia. He's getting what we call a gift of a job. He kind of is, isn't he? Why does it keep going back to mentals? Yanagi. Very good is acceptable. Yeah, I kind of agree. Is there very good on these? And then is there a better scout? Maybe that... No, there's not, you see. But they are the best scouts anyway. I know, Unique, but it gets copyright, doesn't it? So you just can't. Can you make a good coffee? That's what he's here for. Yeah. So we might as well go with... Oh, I suppose I could look for an employed scout in case there's somebody who has a job who's better. There's not. Change that to any. There's not. They're all there anyway. Kind of want there to be a better scout, but there's not. So, do we sign this guy anyway? He's got good knowledge of the world. Is there... I kind of want a complete knowledge of Japan. Exceptional. Set job role to partially. There's this head of youth development. That kind of does help you find it. Scouting knowledge of Thailand, Spain, Japan. The same places. South Korea. Brazil, exceptional. If he would be a scout, that's maybe a shout. He's a bit better at scouting. He is already... There you go. That might be the best way to do it. Less of a token job, yeah. Yeah, he's actually can do the job a little bit better. Let's do him. You're good shout with the partially. The rest on there are exactly the same ones, look. But yeah, I think let's do that. And then do we look what other places? So we want... Is there any other places in the world that we want to get some more knowledge on? I wish there was a good graphic that showed us our scouting knowledge, by the way, but there just isn't, is there? If we do... We've got a lot of Brazil. We get a lot of South Americans. Is there like... Where else would be a good place to get good new gens? Like South Africa? Maybe? They're good new gens. I mean, other... Senegal, yeah, are good new gens. And Ivory Coast, but I feel like we maybe do find those. Scandinavia, definitely. Let's try... Let me do South Africa. And get... Is at least extensive. I mean, there's not loads anyway. Balkans and Greece. Kieran Geldenhuys knows South Africa and a bit of England.
Follow me.
I feel like it's a waste of a scout spot for him. He's not very good at scouting. Let's put it at very good instead and see if there's a good scout. There's not. Yeah, there's not really. OpenF and 27, they go back to the numbers on the attributes. Yeah, I don't hate it, to be honest. Like this. That wouldn't be one of my main things I would care about. Senegal or Ivory Coast, let's try it. Let's do... What am I on here? I'm on Asia. Let's do Ivory Coast is at least good, and Senegal is at least very good. Any scouts around? There's some good ones. Romain Bark. Do it, chat. I think I tried to sign him before. Very good, very good. Is there anyone better? Why does my team just crumble away? Are they knackered? Is it a really intense tactic you're playing? If you mean during matches, maybe. All right, so very good is the way to go. Romain Bark, I think. That guy's quite good. Francois Modesto. Ivory Coast, as well as France and Belgium. Or do you mean second half of the season? Yeah. Let's sign Romain Bark. Let's not overthink it. You need to be a scout, though. Let's do that. Wolves away their 18th. Wolves away their 18th. I don't know. I actually wouldn't mind if the words became the masked attributes and then we see the exact numbers once we have full knowledge. Yeah, that would make sense, Ben. I do like that as an idea. That kind of makes sense to me. Like, you become like renowned in the world when people are scouting going, he's got brilliant knowledge of youngsters, that type of thing. And then when you actually know, you could get the proper numbers, yeah. Right, reject this. Leicester really pushing hard for Sane. Imagine that. Leicester, if they bought him, that would be Ruben Amorim as their manager. It would be an attack of, he's not even starting. You want to loan him to us? Reluctant to let him leave. They'd have an attack of Demister and Sane in the Prem. Can you imagine? I just believe the numbers more than a description. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, you've got to know these things and you know what the numbers equates to, don't you? Another bid. JB Green maybe on the move. Exeter from Birmingham. Another bid. Still not over the asking price that I said and agreed with him. So we're still able to say no. We are getting towards, it's 8:30. Getting towards deadline. The deadline closing. Oh, that could be bad news. They've bid again. Nope, still good. We're fine. Keep rejecting. Exeter May, yeah. Who signed? Came late because of school. All good, Salmo. I'll show you. Once the window closes in a minute, I'll show you the entire window. There it is. Transfer deadline passes. This is our business then this summer. We have signed, not loads. That's release players. We have signed these 5 players then this summer. We have spent £2.5 million on a new striker by the name of Jovan Antic, who I think is quite good. 21 years old, under 21 Serbian international. We've signed Ronaldinho Uia, who is a left winger / striker, 19-year-old Colombian, who's going to play a lot of games for us. Eduardo Alvarez, backup defensive midfielder, Uruguayan, 20 years old. Carl Gunnar Gilbertson, 5th choice centre-back, 6'3" Norwegian. And Christopher Gorn, left wing back from Chile, under 21 international for them. Those are our signings, 3.7 million spent. We brought in a 17.75 million, mainly on the sale of N'Golo Magai, who went for 12.25 million, which is outrageous, really, with a 50% sell-on fee. Mueka also went to Oxford. Diego Sanchez for 1.9. Greco was sold with a sell-on fee for him as well. And then Coughlin, Ballantyne out on loan. How's he getting on, by the way? Because he's really good. He's a really good option for us. Using up those ESC places. We didn't actually, did we? No. Patrick went on a free as well. How's he getting on? Is he playing? He's got a bit of value now. And then a load of loans for players going out as well. That was our Ronaldinho with a new face next stream. Absolutely. Gorn and Ronaldinho look promising. They do, don't they? Shall I add the face now, chat? I feel like... No, I won't. Because I have to close the game and open it again for it to work. So there's no point doing that, is there? Let's continue. Let's go and play this next game, which is Coventry. How did Coventry start? They're 10th. We did lose our last game 3-0, by the way. So we do need to back up. We need to kind of respond to that a little bit, don't we? Not ideal. First loss of the season. Squad registration. Anybody not registered that's also not over the age of 21? No. They can all be registered, actually. I think. No, I can't register all of them. Register most of them, though. Let's do that. And continue. Should we give Ronaldinho? Yes, Saviour. Good point. I will do that, colon. As I have turned that off, haven't I? Let's do that. Should we give a debut to Ronaldinho in this next game? We can start him maybe instead of Gil. Gil Bolde. Oh, yeah. It's is it now, actually? We find out whether Gil gets a full work permit for us or whether we're going to need to use an ESC place on him because for some reason it's in because it's 12 months. It's in September that we get the decision on it. So 3rd of September, we find out if he gets a full work permit. Tobes is happy to sign Uwea. Toom is going to come in if he gets his work permit as the new... Was that the new physio, I think? Bolde granted work permit. He did get it indeed. Lovely. That means we've actually only used one ESC place, but he now has until 2035, I think with an extra 3. Maybe not the extra 3, but for another 4 years, Gil Bolde has a work permit for us. He is legitimately now our player. He's going to be so good. I'd love him to be able to play left wing. He just can't play there at all. And he's been playing there for a whole season. So we might need to switch into the right and use Ronaldinho, maybe. But still, yeah, really good news that he got it. That's good. Bognar as well has signed his new contract. Big up Dinko. Can go big if top in January if any of the dreams become interested. Very true, Pav, yes. Bognar signs a new deal. Bark is coming in. Sellout crowd for Coventry. Is that at home? It is. 10,000. I think that's... Yeah, that's what it was before, I think. Because they haven't finished the work yet, have they? So... Hey, Clayts, got some tips on how to do the squad it in non-league? Tips. In non-league, sort of the same. There's no real specific for non-league. I would probably say go through your team and prioritize the physical players for non-league. If you have fast players, they just make a massive option. I like to do my squad it like this with an Excel sheet and just put in, so you get a real feel for your squad. Put in your formation and then find your first and second choices for every position, and then you might have some extra ones here that are kind of like utility players. And I always put like any targets that I've identified and just an idea of who I want to sell, who's going to be released, who I want to send out on loan, any work permit issues that I've got, and put them in here just so you have a full understanding of where you are with your squad. That's what I usually do. Fantasy, yeah. Should we start fantasy for this next game? Or should we start it next stream? I'm kind of tempted to do next stream and then I can actually get it ready rather than start it now because we won't be going that much longer. I think we'll do it next stream, chat. Knowing your bench size is important. That's also true, yeah. Although I kind of like building the squad so that you've got 2 in each position anyway. But yeah, that does make a difference, I suppose. If you've got a tiny bench, you kind of want more utility players, don't you? I think the spreadsheet is miles better than the game's squad planner. I actually don't hate the squad planner, but that is just easier to understand, yeah. There should be a dark mode for Excel. I think you can do it, but it's not particularly great. I think you can change it. I had my Word documents on dark mode for years, but it meant that white was actually black and black was actually white. So if you printed it, it would go back to being a white page and it was a bit confusing. That was the only thing. Could you just use Google Sheets, which has dark mode? Yeah, you could. All right, let's do this. I don't want to use Google Sheets, so I don't want to open another browser tab because of reasons, but yeah. Let's pick the team. Nunes, Pereira, Mbemba, Cisse, Gorn. Lordolino, Suarez, Bognar. Oliveira, Antic, Bolde. Who's tired then? Antic still not fully fit. We could do Oliveira down the middle. Put Bolde on the right and play Ronaldinho on the left. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Like that. Do you prefer the one-off fan sessions or the season? We've only done the one-off ones actually on stream. Awood. And since there's been a few problems with the seasons ones, I need to make sure that it all works type of thing. But the one-offs work for me. But I'm going to start a season, I think, for next time. Let's do that. Anybody else need a little rest? Not so much. Ronaldinho starts left. Oliveira down the middle. Bolde right, Bognar, Suarez, Lordolino, Gordon, Bemba, Pereira, Cisse, Nunes. Anybody else that I want to just give a game to here? I'm feeling Luca comes in and starts. Luca starts in midfield. Let's do that. Ronaldinho, what number do we give him? He's Ronaldinho, so he should have 80, right? I don't know why I always reference that Ronaldinho when he wore 80 at AC Milan. We don't have 10 available. Luca's still got 10. It's going to be 80. It makes sense in my head. I might buy a Ronaldinho shirt with 80 on the back. I hope he wears Ronaldinho as his name. I might even change. Should we nickname him now and just remove his... Should we just call him Ronaldinho? I feel like we should do that. What is Uia? Just Ronaldinho, I reckon. 80 was just pure vibes. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, here we are at the showground. I assume the cranes are still at either end. Although it does say it's going to be a sellout. Here we go, though. I'm actually going to do that now. Who is Uia? Can I change it here? Can't do it here. We'll continue for a minute. Underway. Cisse. I actually am kind of intrigued to see how Balde does down the right-hand side. They should bring back nicknames to FM. It is in the game. Nicknames are still there. Mr. Maseko, you just go to... I think it's on miscellaneous on their profiles, I think. Uia is when you hit your toe. Oliveira's in behind. Can he finish? Hits the post. Went near post. In front of the JCBs. Ronaldinho. What a ball that was. A lovely ball over the top, wasn't it? Yeah. Beauty. Barbosa down the left for them. Rodoni cleared. I'm a bit worried about this. Balde fouls. I assume that's not going to be... Yeah, you can't book him for that. Imagine him changing shirts minutes into the first half due to a name change. Yeah. Hey, Ronaldinho! You got the wrong name on his shirt. We've nicknamed you here. Do you remember? 1-0. Okay, are we focusing on the wrong things here? Maybe tactics and sort of tactical shape and defensive actions should be where we're focusing. But instead, we're talking about how we're going to try and nickname our player. Can you not do it from here? I guess you can't. We'll have to do it after the game, chat. No, these are the right things. Fair enough. Good. We are 1-0 down, though, at home. After losing 3-0 at home to Fulham, Coventry are also giving us a bit of a lesson so far. It's one back by Mbemba. Here's Lordolino. Into Gorn. Good ball for Ronaldinho. Here he is. Crosses to Oliveira. It's a good cross. Luca, Oliveira. Get a shot off. And Coventry have cleared it and might even break. Gorn's intercepted. The highlight's still going on. Ronaldinho lost it. Tactics never work. Ask Slot. Yeah, exactly. Maybe change the name of Barbosa to Captain Barbosa while we're at it. Probably won't do that. It's not even our player. 15 played. Let's demand more of the lads. We're dropping like a stone. We were top. It's only 5 games in, but we were top. Entirely new left side is brave. That is actually true, isn't it? We've got Gorn and Ronaldinho all down the left. Balde's picked up a knock as well, which is not good news. I didn't see what it was. We might need to bring Sani on. Or actually, Antic is on the bench, isn't he? So we could bring Antic back in at half-time. Relegation battle would be interesting this season. It would be. I'm kind of into it. The problem with FM is that if we got relegated, I'd probably get sacked. And I've got them from tier 7 to here. And it'd probably be the end of the save, which would be ridiculous. But it actually probably would happen. I say in FM, it probably would happen. These things happen in real life, don't they? They've got Trainioni. Half-time, 1-0 down. Not our finest hour. Let's tell them I want much better. Let's check in. What have you done? Thigh injury. He's not playing very well anyway. Let's change him. Antic on. Cisse's very frustrated. Fair play to him. Victim of your own success. Yeah. Leonie would take over. She would, yeah. But yeah, we want some struggle. We don't want to waltz to victory. And we're actually playing okay here. We've had more of the attacks. Just really struggling to break them down. Maybe now. Ronaldinho into Antic. He's got runners. One's Lordolino. Look at the size of him. Like a gazelle. Skips past a couple of men. To the byline. Pulls it back. Gives it away. Good header, John Pereira. Suarez, Oliveira, Antic off the bench. White. Exactly. DJ Khaled suffering from success. Exactly that. Have I got a text yet? Nope. 35 to play. Shout again. Demand more of them again. We picked up second half. Had the possession, the shots, the XG. They've got good players. Ayari, Neoni. Parisi at left back, I like. All right, we're going to have to do more subs here, though. We are struggling. Lordolino off for Backstein. Let's do Dinko for Luca as well. And Cisse for Francini, who's really struggling. I need more from you, Ronaldinho. I think I might take him off. And get Chucky on. Chucky knows where the goal is. We know this. I was going to say, odds on him getting the second yellow. I'm not risking it. Although he's still on now, so we could get it before I take him off. We've given it away. As they tried to pass to him. How you doing, Andy, again? Hope you're good. Been away for a couple of hours. We've not won the Champions League yet. Not yet. In fact, we did lose 3-0 to Fulham, and now we're losing to Coventry. So, new. Ricardo knows where the goal is. Bring him in. Oh, wait. He didn't want to join. Backstein's back. He is. Right. Berate them. 10 to play. Lads, make something happen. Highlight. Can we salvage a draw here? Otherwise, it's back-to-back home losses. We do have the ball back. Gorn. Chucky into Backstein. Out to Gorn again. We've got players in the box. Gorn into Backstein. It's good football. Can he find the right pass? Chucky. Backstein. It's off the line. That would have been maybe goal of the season. And they've cleared it off the line and gone up the other end and might score here. What a play. And they just cleared it off the line. We need one more highlight. Otherwise, we're going to lose the Coventry. There is a highlight. This is it then. Chucky played it back to Backstein. He tried to pass it in, didn't he? Coventry on the attack. Where's the team struggling? Nowhere, really. We're just playing better teams. We've given away a pen. No, not given. Go and break then. The referee's given us the chance. Ball over the top. Antic for an equaliser. Antic scores! Is he onside? They'll check it. We've salvaged a draw at home here. Chucky's pass over the top. We get away with the penalty shout. Chucky plays it over and the finish from Antic is brilliant. Back in the team after his injury. They want offside. He runs onto it, finishes, slides it in left-footed. We are going to get away with it. We're going to get a draw against Coventry. And do you know what? We'll take that. 90 plus 3. Salvaged it. Never in doubt. They absolutely will not check it. You're in the champ. That's true. That's very true. It felt like it was one that should have been checked, though. Very true. Although I'm not sure. I feel like we had VAR last year. And we were in League One then. So I also wouldn't be surprised if they did. Let's get ourselves through there then. A draw is fine. We're okay with it. I blame not going on Crane Cam. That is also true. I take that on board. Alrighty. Oh, we've got an email, have we? No. I see. Just check. Oh. We've been in the cup. Would have been in the cup. Are you sure? I mean, obviously we would have had it in the cup, but I'm sure we've had VAR last year. Maybe not. Balde's injury then. Is it bad? Bruised thigh, 5 to 8 days. It's not too bad. Super sub Antic. Uia makes his debut. Send the assistant to that. We've got some scout reports to look at. We can now, though, really crack on with games, can't we? See if we can get through a few before we finish up today. Antic back on the score sheet. That's a cool name. Tiziano Silva. Not very good at football, unfortunately, but a very cool name. Like, I might have suggested Crane Cam and got us knocked out, but I blame the players. Yeah. Yeah. You featured in all of the clips that I made, though, didn't you, Zyora? So I blame you. Right, staff numbers. We can actually have 3 new scouts. I think I signed 1. And I think we are still signing one more physio, right? The physio's on his way, 2 more scouts. We can actually get 1 more scout. Should I just look for the best possible scout? We were trying to do world knowledge a bit, weren't we? But let's just look for the very best that we can get. I want elite. Elite, very good. Then no elite, outstanding. Elite, very good. Let's look at potential then. Maybe with a bit of knowledge. He's Spanish. German. Turkish? What's your knowledge like? Just Turkey. Right. It was only Dorking, though. It makes it so much worse. I know. Ridiculous. You seem Italian, German. Why does it do this? Can I show here their knowledge? No. World rep. Number of scouting assignments I can see on here. I guess nationality is just the way to do this, I suppose. Argentinian. Any other knowledge elsewhere? Paraguay, Uruguay, Colombia. I like the Uruguayan knowledge. I don't know how much knowledge we've got of that part of the world, but we do find a lot of them, so it's probably a lot. Where's it gone? I hate this. I hate this because it's like, what is this? All right, let's just find someone who's good. Elite, outstanding. Employed as any. Judging player, judging ability is at least. Have I got an outstanding on both? No. Let's rule out a few of them. These two are the only two that have elite on there. You're a technical director. You're a... Nil Schmatker. Isn't that Jorg Schmatker's son? Right? Does it link to... Does he have... Doesn't say. Doesn't have any favourite person. I'm pretty sure he is, right? Cardenas... Or Timo Paul's technical director, or Demichi. I don't know if we've got any... I know he doesn't have good knowledge, but he's good. I don't know if we know anything about Turkey, so maybe we'll find some good Turkish players if we get him. Let's do that. It is his son. There you go. Playing against Preston with their new gen centre mid, Charlie Obuwavo Doduo. Nice. So you know how you said try for the UCL? Shakhtar decided otherwise. Yeah. Lots of Serbians, remember. Slovenia is the same place, I heard. Right. I see. We actually did find a lot of Serbian youngsters, didn't we? That's true. That's true. Okay, who's next? We've got Notts County. We've got 2 away games after 2 home games. This could be tricky. Struggled in those 2 gives me a little bit of pause about how good we actually are here. We won so many games at the start, I thought we were just going to cruise it. Look at that. Bognar is still getting better. Good Premier League player. Dinko Bognar. What a man. What a boy. Game in hand could go joint top. Yeah. Ricardo Gonzalez should be dropped by Uruguay, apparently. Let's pick this team. Any changes at the back here? Prince Cisse didn't play very well. I'm going to start Francini for this one. A little bit of rotation. The rest of the defence the same. Let's bring Dinko back in. Suarez, Laudolino. Laudolino wanted. Oh, my word. Laudolino's wanted by Brighton, United, Newcastle. Why is it always Brighton and United? Those two always. Let's take Bolde out and put Oliveira back there and bring Antic in to start. Bolde's injured, so Sani on the bench. And then I think that will be the team. Okay, back to work, I guess. Have fun and hopefully Brighton don't clear you out again. Well, at least the window's closed again now, so they can't do it right now. But yeah, they do always want our players, don't they? Let's do that and play away at... I can't remember who. It was Hull after this, I think. But let's see. It's Notts County. A game we should win, surely, right? There's the two teams. Are we in blue? Probably not. It looked like we were then. We're in yellow. Of course we are. Here we go then. Can we bounce back after dropping points in the last two? Laudalino into Gorn. And that's the end of that first highlight. Lovely work. Great stuff. Has he texted me yet? Nothing. Oh, hang on a minute. Something just popped up. Nope. Here come Notts County. He looks offside, but he's on it. He was offside. You pies! Is that Notts County, Arch? Because I actually didn't even know that that was what you would call them. That one actually did get given as offside. It is, fair enough. Ronaldinho wins it back, goes long, finds Antic. Look at the space on this right-hand side for Oliveira. Can he find him? He might go alone. He does. Oh my word, what a finish! What a finish! Smashes it along the floor and it bounces in over the keeper. 1-0. A lovely goal on the break. What's your favourite pie? I love all pies. Love a pie. Love pies. I usually just call them crap. Are you sure you have the right day? What do you mean? Antic. Oh, for today. Well, I mean, it says the 12th of May. So, yeah. For the delivery thing, yeah. Antic. Keeper's not great there, but we'll take it. It's quite a powerful finish. It says, hi, we have a slot available for your installation on the 2026, the 12th of May, but it can only be held for a limited time. Use the link in the recent email to confirm or request a new date. I confirmed it for today. Nothing. But I think it's because I only confirmed it today, but I only got it. That text I only got this morning. Maybe he's American and he's coming to you on December the 5th. That might be the case, yeah. All right. Both of these attackers playing well, which is nice. We're on the attack again here. Dinko into Suarez. Laudalino. Ronaldinho! I think that's what we should do or something like that. Ronaldinho assist. Ronaldinho goal. It's 2-0 and he's got his first goal for us. Come on. I didn't change his name, did I? Gonna have to do it after this game now. That'll be a quiz question. Who scored? What was he called when he scored that goal there before he became known as Ronaldinho? Uia has scored a goal there. 2-0. Goal and an assist. And that first assist was a long ball forward, wasn't it? How many players should you keep in your squad for a save when you've reached the Champions League but you want to keep competitive in cups? I just always have a squad of about 23-ish. Basically 2 players in every position. And then maybe 1 or 2 extras. And that's not counting the third choice keeper. It's kind of the squad size that I go for. Otherwise you have too many and you just have people unhappy. Or even that you have to try and keep them happy, don't you? 2-1. Nikolai Muller has got a goal back. This one isn't over and done with yet. Your boy Dinko. Or Dino. Yes. Does he have 20 flair? I really doubt it. He's got 14 flair though. It's actually decent. The Uia kit is going to be a cult class. Exactly, right? He'll have the 1 or 2 games where he's got the wrong name on it. Oh my god, it's 2-2. Lads! Why'd you do this to me? What do you mean you've let it be 2-2 now? It's 2 in 3 minutes. Both from Muller. Yeah, like the Mbappe Lottin kit, exactly. Limbs in the cup, right. How tall is this guy? 6'4". We've let the big lad score 2 headers. We've been pegged back. Not great. Wake up. Exactly, wake up. They've got Cameron Brannigan as well. We would have been heading towards the top then. A point off Burnley at the top. But no, we've blown our 2-0 lead. We need Ronaldinho to turn up second half here. I also can see that Gorn's not playing very well. Here comes Mbemba. I need to change him off corners. Although it does work. Good save. He hit the post even. Pereira's header. Alright. Let's do Gorn off. Put Francini right wing back. And bring Cisse on. What are the changes? Oliveira for Sani. Chucky. I'm going to do Chucky. He got the assist last game, didn't he? He plays in your home team, Sandefjord now, actually. Does he? The striker, Muller. That's fun. He reckon goes up in the EFL playoffs for the championship. So, is it the second playoff tonight, semi? The Hull in the final. I don't know, I've got a weird feeling Middlesbrough. Is it Southampton? Have they won? Is that game been played? Or those two need to play the second leg now? At least it wasn't 5 foot forward 2 header goals. That's true, actually. It makes you feel a bit better. At least he deserves it. That's tonight, I thought so. I've got a feeling for Middlesbrough. We'll see, though. Right, corner. Can we find a winner here? Mbemba to take it. Lordolino. Penref! Penalty given. Lordolino fouled. Chucky, I think, to score his first goal at this level, with the chance to win it for us as well. Does score. Chucky with the goal. And we lead 3-2. Beautiful. Lordolino won the penalty. Chucky dispatches. Where? We just need to hold on now. It's 3-2. Let's do subs to try and hold on. I saw that Francini was struggling. Lordolino's knackered, so we'll do Backstein on. Let's have a look. Who else is not playing great? Francini for... We don't really have a left wing back, do we? I'll tell you what we do have. Weirdly. Alvarez can play there. I'm going to bring him on at left wing back. Where? Here he is at left wing back, look. He was the guy that missed the last penalty in the shootout, by the way. Your prediction failed, did it? What was your prediction? Chucky. No auto-tune, respect. Backstein. Alvarez. Penref again. But Dinko over. Any new signings yet? Yeah, we made a couple. There's a guy called Ronaldinho Uia. This guy we've signed today on a... How much was it? £1 million. £1 million. And a new left back who's gone off in this game. Gone. Yeah. Go on. Right, 5 to play. I think I've got another sub. I do. Let's use it. Suarez off for... Actually, don't know. I won't do Suarez. Let's do Antic off for Andre Sani. A little bit less risky. 5 added. Keep it nice and secure, lads. Not like this. He's gone off. Yeah, he has. That's never... We're going to use that one a lot, I reckon, aren't we? Nunes to take his time. I haven't told them to time waste, but you should time waste. Backstein's in. Heads it on. Ronaldinho. Into Suarez off the post. Or just wide. He missed it anyway. Mbemba deal off. Yeah, Mbemba, they didn't come back after we asked for more, so we're going to keep him. And, the window just closed, so... Yeah, this squad, as it is now, is how we are going to head in to the season. Season number 7. A win's a win. I think that was actually a good win. 2-0 up. Pegged back to 2-2. Did what we needed to do to get it won. The penalty wins it from Chucky. I think Chucky now has officially scored in every league campaign, which is no small feat, I would say. Chucky, look, has got goals from the Southern League Premier Central all the way up to now the Championship. I can hear some movement outside. Let me check. Right, chat. With that, there is a guy outside. I'm going to have to go very quickly. I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you for watching today. I'm going to go and get this thing installed. That's the end. See you later. Bye.